Figures podcast. I'm Ryan, and I'm here with my co-host, Robert. Say hello to the people, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
People.
So we are here back for episode number 7. We got some special guests. But before we get to the special guests, want to thank our community and everybody following. And if you haven't yet, we are currently streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. 2 options for you to see us live and stream it and get with us on the chat and talk to us. If you haven't already, check us out on our other social media platforms. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on Spotify, too. Give us a follow there. Like and subscribe on our channels. Trust me, it helps the channel a lot. So if you haven't already, go do it. Okay? So appreciate you guys for being here. We've got some very special guests today. We have in the house Mr. Scott Schlingheide for another return to the Dark Figures podcast.
I was like, yeah, you might have seen him before.
Yeah, probably once or twice.
What's up? What's up?
And we got our favorite Hungarian in the building, Mr. Zsolt Orosz.
No, it's wrong.
You know any other Hungarian?
Orosz.
No, you are the only Hungarian.
Yeah, he's the only
So
Hungarian.
you're definitely our favorite because you're the only one.
Exactly.
I
Nobody
know
can
anyway.
replace you.
It's also Zsolti's birthday.
Happy birthday to
Mr.
you.
Zsolti.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zsolti.
In my country.
Happy birthday to you.
In this country.
Thank
In
you.
this country.
So, no cake.
No cake. No, we got
cake.
shots though.
We
Yeah,
got
we got
shots.
shots.
Oh.
We're good there.
That's good.
We got liquid cake.
I'm okay with it.
Let's see you
No
put
budget.
a candle in that bitch.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. What has been happening? Zsolti, what are your birthday plans? Let's start there.
What?
You're
Got any plans for
looking
your
at it.
birthday?
What with my birthday?
You got nothing? You got nothing planned? No big...
Drinking.
Yeah.
Drinking.
We already started yesterday.
And it's still going.
It's still going.
It's
His
still
birthday
yesterday.
week.
The birthday week. Yeah,
birthday
it
week.
can't just be
Yeah,
one
No,
day, right?
you said you were gonna take like a month off. Like you're gonna just go months straight.
No, I definitely take off Monday from work because I'm not gonna be decent for sure.
Well, welcome to the podcast, guys. We got quite a bit to talk about. So you guys are also in a band together, right? You guys play in Reverse the Cycle together.
Yes.
Okay? You guys are considered a cover band, correct?
Yeah, so we
and
have
you
to-
do some originals?
Yeah, some originals too, and probably we're gonna have some more originals later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are working on originals right now. More new stuff.
Always.
Because you guys got. I mean, how many originals do you have right now?
We have 2 that we throw out there, but we have a few more, but in the works, kinda, sorta.
Yeah,
but we just all need to get together. And the only time we used to play or practice was at shows. So that's the beauty of being in the cover band. We never needed to practice the song. You know, you hear them all of your life, and and you just we actually made those 2 originals at a show.
Oh, really?
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Davidson's.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yeah. Yeah, we would just jam and throw out all we had just a huge list of songs we go through, and then we just all right, let's make something up, and we just start jamming and came up with our originals.
Nice. So I have a suggestion for a cover. You guys should do "We Are the World."
We are the world.
Some of you guys got
Your
that.
own little...
We are
you got
big
that.
children.
Some of you got that.
But so when it comes to your background, because I want to get to this. Zsolti, you're from Hungary. Born there.
Born Hungary, yeah.
How long did you live there before you came to the States?
I came in '94, so do the math.
You're doing the math.
Yeah, you do the math.
Yeah, I born
2
in
years.
72,
Okay.
and I came here in 94.
So,
So,
about
so-
in your 30s.
so it's
Almost your
no,
30s.
I was like 20 or 21
Yeah.
when I get here. Yeah,
Okay.
22.
yeah.
22.
I think I was 21 actually.
Our
Yeah.
calculator says
Yeah.
22.
You didn't come to Reno first, right?
I did.
Oh, you
I
did come to
yeah,
Reno
yeah, I came
first.
to Reno because one of my friend I came with, his brother was live here,
Mhm.
and we came to him. But after like 6 months, we moved to Los Angeles because it was really hard to find a job here at
Yeah.
that time. So we moved to Los Angeles, and I live over there for about 4 or 5 years, and then we moved back here, and then when I moved back here, I met somebody, and I get married,
Mhm.
and I get my green card through her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's the best way to do
Yeah.
it.
Stuck here then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they actually give you like is it a green card?
no,
it's not a green card.
no.
What
It's,
What
it,
the heck?
it,
Where
it-
did,
no,
where did they come
did-
up with that name?
No, you didn't get any card.
Yeah.
It's just you just get the social
metaphorical green
social
card.
security card, and you can do all
Which is
your
blue.
IDs.
The certification.
Yeah,
Called
yeah,
the
yeah,
blue
yeah.
card.
And so, how long have you been playing? Because you're a bass player.
Yeah.
Have you always been playing bass?
Yes. I start playing guitar. I mean, first I start guitar.
Okay.
When I was like 11 or something like that. When my brother is dating his first wife, ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I go with him and to her house, and she had this acoustic guitar, and I always pick up that guitar and
Yeah.
play on it. So later she give that guitar to me, right? And then I start learning by myself.
So you
And
learn by ear. Then.
Yeah. And then in school I met a guy. We became really good friends, and he was playing in a band, and he showed me some things,
Yeah.
basic.
Taught you some
Yeah,
chords
basic
and
stuff.
this and that.
Yeah, and,
Was he
and
doing covers too, or was it? like-
no, he have original band, and actually, a couple of years later, they needed a bass player, and actually that time I already knows most of the songs because of him. He teach
Just
me.
from listening
he
to
teach
it
me.
over and
so
over.
so I became a bass player for them, and that's how I get to bass.
It's all
Right,
history
right,
from
Yeah.
there.
All
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
And so when you came to Reno, I mean, at what point did you start playing in bands here? Because Determined, was that your first
That
band?
was when you
So I started playing in a band again when I came back to Reno from
Yeah,
Los
I was gonna
Angeles.
say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at that time I met Greg Rose from that time he have local 420,
right.
and I always goes to their shows, and
Smoke
I
with
met
the
him.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, and I met him. I met him, and one time I remember he came to one of my parties. I always do parties in my basement, and actually I had the whole setup, like
Lotion,
drums,
put some lotion on the
bass amp, guitar amp, PA, everything, and one time he came to one of my party and we jamming, actually he told me next time if I need a bass player, you're gonna be my bass player, right? So and actually like maybe not even a year later, he called me and then he told me he's doing this band,
Yeah.
Determined, and okay, I'm like okay,
The rest is history.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we fucking start Determined.
Nice.
Huh.
Because you guys were in you guys played in Determined for, because I mean, at what point did Determined finally kind of dissipate? Around what time was that?
I don't really
Early 2000s, late 2000s?
I think
I think it's early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's like 2005ish, something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember we played with Determined. I think it was at Knuckleheads. I think.
Yeah. Oh, Knucklehead. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's Determined is always was like a party band.
party band, yeah.
We are original bands, but we played covers too and everything. And this one time, at Bandcamp. So we played that. We played at Neckoheads, and after end of the show, we supposed to get paid, right?
Yeah.
They always paid something, not too much, but like $200 or something, whatever. And the end of the show, we go to the bar and we are like, okay, so we want to get paid, and they says, actually, you guys own us $130 because we drink so much, we drink so much. Every time we drink so much, and they like, actually, you guys own us.
You could do that?
And
What the hell? I would have been doing that forever.
The whole time.
So actually,
I
that
never
was
get paid anyway. I might as well pull up a bar tab, get that thing going.
actually that was the last show we played.
Yeah.
They did not ask us back after that.
From now on, we're going to drink for a bar tab amount.
Yeah.
It's actually
We'll play
probably-
for that.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, it's probably actually why they
You
closed.
have a $700 bar tab now. Sweet.
So, and at what point, Scott, did you end up meeting Zsolt?
Oh man, I think I was in downtime probably at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Knuckleheads. I think.
Yeah, that was probably when I was in downtime and playing with Determined and stuff.
Yeah.
And the first time that I met Joe, it was like, you hear the Determined? You don't know Determined?
You start looking around.
And I'm like, Determined. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is going on? Yes, this Determined. This is my band, Determined. It's very good. Let's go. Come on, let's. I just played with you.
What do you mean? I was on the same damn stage.
I was on the stage with you, man. So,
Have you ever heard of Downtime?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Oh man.
And then they became best friends right after
Yeah.
that. They don't know each other.
Not right after that, but
You're cool.
That's all right. Yeah, so I don't know exactly when it went down, but we were just I think it was basically when I think Downtime was maybe still going or in the process of changing into Cold Blood. We went to Cold Blood first, and then but it was actually before that. That was way before that.
Yeah,
It was way before that actually. Yeah.
We didn't even go to Cold Blood until way later.
2020. That's when.
Yeah, it was.
Cold Blood
Yeah, it was
started.
way before that. Yeah, it's a blur.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided we wanted to get another band together and roll with it, and again another history. Been going ever since. So it's been cool.
Yeah, but you also had some. So how long did you spend in L.A.? Because you have some stories about L.A. too, don't you?
oh, it's a lot of stories,
Oh my gosh! So let's dig into them stories and hey.
Because at this time you're in LA in the 90s. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
in the
because you're
90s.
here.
Yeah. So you're in LA in the 90s.
Yeah, because I came here 94. I moved to LA actually the same. I think the same year. Yeah.
You're like, I can't find any work. I'm bailing.
Yeah.
Well, Reno.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find some new restaurants.
Reno's not feeding me. I'm out of here.
So so being in LA in the 90s, I mean, it was still really popping in the 90s in LA. I mean, you had
Especially
bands
early
like
90s,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you had the Red Hot Chili Peppers that were really big out of LA and all that, and so you, in that music scene, is that kind of what got you going into music, or were you around that kind of era? Were you what were you exposed to in that?
Music before you even went to LA.
No, but what were you more like? What were you exposed to in that, in that city at that time frame?
Actually, when I was in LA, I didn't really play music. I mean, I played at home. I bought a guitar, and I have a bass. At home I played, but I didn't even get in any band because that time I without any papers, it was really hard, to find a job, even over there.
Right. Yeah,
So I was just between jobs all the time. It's. But it's actually that time it was always I always fucking partying over there. It was party every weekend.
Right.
Always something to do.
It's always something.
Oh, in LA, you're talking about LA, though. Right?
But it's I didn't really know anybody over there. In the band or anything. I'm not into it at that time.
Yeah.
this kind of stuff.
Right. So in that era, you just kind of were there looking for work.
Yeah,
got work,
yeah,
and just kind of were there for a little while, and then came back to Reno and started something different.
Yeah, but you were. I remember we were talking before, like, because you were working on like Olivia Newton-John's house.
Yeah. Olivia Newton-John's house. Actually, I working on one of Michael Jackson's house on Hollywood Hills.
I want to guess it wasn't Neverland Ranch or anything.
No. and
There was monkeys jumping on me. I was throwing bananas everywhere. Shit was crazy.
yeah, and
Did you drink the juice?
Yeah.
and I work on David Hasselhoff's house. We do air condition over there, and I don't even.
Well, yeah, don't name drop.
There was many big fucking stars,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but David was pissed at you, wasn't it? His wife was like hitting on you and like groping you. Or
No.
I'm gonna make some shit up here. Keep going, dude. Get it popping.
No, but when we do air condition on that attic, okay,
Yeah.
she always come up to us and smoke a cigarette with us, and she was like, "Oh, don't tell David because he's gonna be pissed off about that." He don't know about that, you know.
Hey, no, be
Don't
honest
tell
with
him.
us. That's not what happened. David's not here. David's not here. You can let it go. What really happened? Huh? Cigarette. She was sucking on something else. Okay. Yeah.
That's what those crazy Hungarians call those things.
Right. Cigarettes.
Would you like a cigarette?
Yeah.
Would you like to see my
She
cigarette?
was fucking hot, and you
I'm
know,
sure.
and you know what the other thing is, her name was Pamela Anderson too.
Was it
You
really?
know, it's
ironically.
just like Pamela Anderson Lee, you know,
Yeah.
on Baywatch, you know, her
I
name
wonder
was
if he
Pamela
like
Anderson
did that
too.
on purpose. So it was like, you know what? Well, yeah, she's hot.
I got
gotta
me a
find
Pam
another
Anderson,
Pamela.
too.
You gotta find another Pamela.
Need another Pamela.
Pamela.
That's how I get on the map around here.
Yeah.
So you were doing construction then?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
It's,
doing like remodels?
mostly air condition and you know, everything I can find.
Yeah.
But the most of the time air condition, you know, that contractor is working for these big stars mostly, you
Yeah.
know. So
I'm sure there was a lot of money in there, especially all those big stars.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Wait, how much are you making on an episode?
yeah.
Tell me that first. I'll tell you what my price is.
Yeah.
Show me yours. I'll
Done.
show you mine.
That's right.
Let's go.
Hey, you want that closet painted?
Yeah.
$42,000.
It's really good paint though.
Yeah. And with your guys' music too, like with Reverse the Cycle, you guys have a lot of variety too, because it's very, you know, when I think of the music you guys play, I mean, it fits you guys perfectly, right? Because you guys have that wide range of appreciation for music. Yeah. What would you say in all of the songs that you guys perform? What would you say is your guys' favorite to play?
Jeez, I don't know. I like the originals.
You're asking.
I like the
You're
originals.
making it act like he asked you to square root or something right now. You guys are trying to do math in your head.
for me, Trooper, Iron Maiden, because you know it's the bass, because the bass line
it's
so
very
forth.
bass heavy. Yeah.
For me, anything without bass.
That's a good song.
Thank
I've heard
you.
of that one.
So have you guys ever, I mean, I know you guys played in another band together, Subtle, and you guys did a lot of original stuff there. And so now
Only
that's
originals.
that's
That was
that's
all,
all original, right? So now you're moving in.
I also played
Have you
with
guys thought about making Reverse the Cycle more of an original band? Has that been a thought? process?
Yeah. We're gonna, like we said, we only had up until recently, we only practiced at shows.
Right.
So we would get those shows and practice at the shows, and now we're moved into the basement. Everybody's got in-ears now, and the neighbors aren't complaining anymore. You know, so yeah, fucking neighbors.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. So it's gonna come a lot quicker, and we got another guitar player. It was always just me, the only guitar player. Now
Yeah.
we have Bud.
Yeah, Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Bud's
And
cool.
Bud is an awesome guitar
awesome
player,
dude,
man,
too.
and great dude, and man, playing playing with them is so easy. That sounds dirty.
Yeah, right. I know you can't.
Yeah, I just can't.
I caught myself
Playing with them is
last
great.
week. Actually, Kenny
Playing
called
with
it
them.
out. Thanks, Kenny.
No, but I mean, playing with them is just so awesome, and just come up with. The other night, we actually came up with some stuff, and we were screwing with it, and so it's awesome. So we're gonna move forward into a lot more originals and stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Can't wait to hear it.
And one of the things that I loved about listening to you guys is because you do a lot of covers, and we talked with Rachel and with Kenny last week about how it just has that opportunity where you get that that chance for the crowd to really join in everything you guys do. And that's, I mean, for me, when I do original stuff, that's what I want too, right? And any original band, you want the group, the crowd that's listening to join in everything that you're saying or what you're playing, and know when the solo's coming and all that. And playing in a cover band, you really have that opportunity. And what I appreciate most about bands that are cover bands, or at least play mostly covers, is you have an opportunity to play different festivals. You can do events in town and stuff like that. You have a pretty wide range of events that you can go and do. Have you guys even talked about doing something like the Rib Cook-Off here in Reno or something of that nature? Because, I mean, you can get a lot of foot traffic there, too.
Well, they've done street vibes and stuff.
Street vibes. You guys have done that.
Yeah, we've done that. We played at a couple of the, not only Davidson's, but like Carson Harley and stuff for the street vibes. And stuff. So, it is a great opportunity to, to play those songs, because you get, like Lethal Inception, we couldn't go to the Rib Cook-Off.
Right.
Nobody knows our music, and it would be too heavy for it. But
I find that pisses me off, because it's like you guys are playing a bunch of songs that have already been fucking written, and we're writing new shit. And they're like, we could pay you like whatever the door is, like $20.
Right.
2 drink tokes.
Yeah, you do a cover band, and they're like, I'll pay you like $1,000 for like 4 hours.
But it also depends on what you're playing too, because especially if it's like stuff that people have heard on the radio, you have that opportunity to be like, yeah, we play that, and you're like, the promoter's like, oh, perfect, you can play stuff that people know, and it's more catered to that, especially those type of events. It's catered to that style. Whether, I mean, you could be heavy, but still, as long as you're staying true to what you're trying to play, just like a tribute band, like with Alice Unchained, you're still catering and well, not, I don't want to say catering. You're paying homage, right, to the group that you're performing as or for, or whatever the song is, and so you're trying to do it justice, but put your own spin on it. But you have that opportunity to kind of play really anywhere. Have you guys thought about doing maybe like casino, gigs and stuff like that? Has that been kind of an option, or have you kind of been like, screw that?
Not really, but I think I told you before. It's like I know, like in El Dorado, the Behringer, they pay like $5,000 for a weekend. If you play like Friday and Saturday night, both night, they pay like $5,000. So maybe we should do
maybe we should look into it.
We should do that.
I was just gonna
You're
say,
welcome.
I was just gonna say, I think it'd be great to see all you guys in matching 3-piece suits.
And
penguin suits.
I would just like to wear a bow
One of those
tie. That's
plastic
it.
cages.
And if you get paid $5,000, probably we're gonna be end up at least
only owing them like
at least
$100.
1,000, because the
bar tab.
Bar tab is gonna be like 4,000.
You owe us, actually.
We got 4 hours. How much whiskey do you got?
No,
You got stocked up on Jack.
Yeah, right. Jack Daniels. You go, matter of fact, just take it off the shelf now, because we're gonna take all of it.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, is Knucklehead still open?
No. What is it now? I thought is it a Vinny's?
No, I was actually. I drove by there the other day, and
I don't think I've been over there since we played.
it is something else now. I don't know what it was, but it's like chopped up. They chopped up the building, and remember how it was that they had the bar and then the backside.
Right.
It was a pretty big place.
Yeah, it was a huge place. I think they chopped it up and made it into like 2 separate things now. Gotcha. I believe. I'm not sure, but
yeah. I got bad memories there. So.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Show or what?
Yeah.
Was it our show?
No. We never played at Knuckleheads, but
No,
no. This was, God, it was probably right around 2011, 2010, somewhere in that ballpark. It was my first band I ever played with, and it was we were called Anthem. And I went to Knuckleheads, and we were playing with this this band, and I can't remember the name of them for the life of me, but they were out of Oroville, California, and they were like, hey, we'd love to come down, and we heard about you guys trying to put on the show. We'd love to jump on the bill. We were like, that's awesome. So we were going to do this show with another local band and with some friends of ours. And I don't know if you ever heard of him, Dr. Mangala.
Yeah, Dr. Mangala.
Yeah, Dr. Mangala.
Yeah.
So a couple of my buddies were in that band, and we were going to jump on the bill with them. And then this other band came on, and so we were like, yeah, we got a 3-band set. This is going to be fun. And
that's pretty much Korn.
Yeah. And what was funny is we get to the show where we were second out of the 3. So Dr. Mangala, they played first, and then we were going on second, and I'm getting hyped up because I went on social media at that time, and I just was like, get your ass down here, come see us play, blah, blah, blah. This was early on for our band, right? And this was like my first like true experience on playing live. And I had probably at least 10 or 15 people that I knew that were there, and I'm like, this is gonna be fun, right? And back then the sound guy was just some kid that really didn't know a whole much there. Well, that was the thing, is like
I think just random people went up to the mixing board with
it felt that way. But the big thing was this poor kid that was behind the ball, the mixer is just like trying his best to, you guys good, and we're sitting there and we're like, okay, let's just run it.
Yeah, the feedback sounds great. Thank you.
No. The worst is as a vocalist, like I need to try and at least hear how I sound to the crowd, whether it's through a monitor or an in-ear or something. I just need to know, hear myself. And so I thought I heard myself good enough, and I'm like, I'm nervous. I'm like, we're good, and let's roll into it.
Hell yeah.
First song, I can't hear a thing I'm saying at all.
Welcome to the drummer's
just
world.
Blowing every bit of air I have out of my diaphragm and just going hard, just trying to overcompensate because I can't hear myself.
Making
so at least if I put my hand closer to myself, I can, at least get that reverb out of my hand, right?
But that room echoes too, though.
I'm 2 songs in, second song in, and I completely blew out my voice. So bad. It was gone. It was literally like, hey, everybody. The only way to get in, now, at the time, we only had maybe like 4 songs to play. We were still very new. So I was like, I turned to my guitar player and I'm like, it's gone. He's like, oh no. We already started the 3rd one. And I'm like, well, okay. And we just started playing it, and I literally rapped the 3rd song. Literally just spoken words. Just like, oh, it hurts.
When did this become a slam
it
poetry
was
show?
So bad. And what's funny is after that show, like we literally stopped it. We only played the 3 songs, called it good, and we're like, you guys go. And ever since that, I've played in 2 other bands since then. And there's like a good 4 or 5 people from that show that have never seen my show since. They're like, we're good. Yeah, sure, good for you,
who's
buddy.
The band? Ryan? No, we're good.
No, they'll never come see me play live. So I'm kind of glad it's gone.
He prematurely threw out his voice. I ain't gonna go see him.
But I remember when we played over there. Actually, at the time. It was Anthony from Deplete.
Yeah.
He was a sound guy over there for a couple of years.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
But and
he was there, and there would be a mix of people.
Different people that ran the sound there. Yeah, because
I remember another dude too. I forget his name too.
Yeah. Probably that place it go in bankruptcy or something because of bands like Determined,
running up the bar tab.
Yeah, we had to go for bankruptcy. Determined wiped out our liquor funds.
Now, in Determined, were you guys mostly local? Did you guys go and travel and do shows?
Yeah, we do. Actually, we do this.
It's a West Coast tour.
That Ranamaka every year. We go to Winnemucca and we played all weekend. We played 3 nights: Friday, Saturday, Sunday night at this bar. And
the players bar
Is it the players?
is probably the only one.
No, the Gold Digger. No, not Gold. I don't remember what the name of that bar, but that's one of the biggest biker club over there. It's actually it's really big. It's like it.
No, it was the Continental. No.
It was like 200 people.
I
You know,
know,
Okay.
all
Oh, okay. So it is a bigger venue.
It was
then.
a big, yeah. It was big, and we do that for like 3 or 4 years, and we get paid, you know, like about like 1,000 every time, and
Wow.
and they paid the hotel rooms and everything, and the last time we played over there. We get so fucking fucked up. Okay, the first night, so fucking fucked up. Greg was so drunk. You know, he was singing, and middle of the song singing, and then throw up on the front of the stage, and he throw up, and then he continue singing. You know, like
This is part of the act.
That's
I'm not
called
amused
like
right
nothing's
now.
happened, right? Like nothing's
That's called
happened.
showmanship.
Yeah.
And then that night, you know, when we go back to the hotel room, Greg get pulled over. Okay, and of course he get pulled over, and they find weed and everything in the car, so he end up in jail. Right? so
Spend your whole money, your band money,
We had to bail
bailing
him
out.
out with that $1,000 we got
yeah, so
on top of the fucking liquor.
I'm glad we came
had.
here.
so
Turned
somehow
into a $2,000
We're
trek
taking
across Nevada.
tricycles back to fucking Reno.
So somehow we get him out for the next night, right? But that was the last time we played over there. We never get called.
They didn't
called back.
want you back.
You know, they love us over there first. You know, so you know we played for 3 or 4 years over there every year.
Yeah.
But that was the last time because they never call us
One
again.
time
you know,
did you let him throw it all?
You know, fucking throw up on stage.
Yeah,
You know,
right, yeah.
Then
They
another
start
time at
bringing
band
buckets.
camp.
They didn't have enough buckets. That's why.
Yeah, it was a good fucking time.
That's, yeah.
Jesus Christ. When it comes to the, touring, is that something you guys want to do with Reverse the Cycle? Is that an option?
Yeah, it's definitely an option.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, at some point we would, we actually went down and played with, what was that? Remember the Metallica at the boardwalk, and they called us and wanted
Sacramento.
Yeah, it was in Sac, and we were gonna do a run with them, and that turned out to be a really great show, and
Really.
and so that again that the cover band thing is a really good way to get in, because there's a lot of great cover bands out there.
Yeah, there's a whole circuit.
It's huge, and man, they make good money, and so
It's more of a tribute. It's more of the tribute band thing.
Tribute.
though.
tribute-ish,
Yeah.
yeah, it's more tribute-y.
It's not like a cover. It's more of like a tribute thing.
Yeah. Because we learned that last week with
I know, I'm
Rachel.
getting
Because they're like,
educated
cover band.
now.
She's like,
Yep.
tribute.
It's a tribute.
Yeah, should be quick.
Wait,
to,
what's the
Yeah,
difference?
she's
What's the
a- yeah.
difference? And got some clarification
Yeah,
now.
she's
So
gonna correct you real quick. That's a tribute. I know what it is now. Hey.
thank
I
you,
always had a
Rachel.
problem
thank you,
with
Rick,
that tribute
learning us
compared
good.
to. I always had a problem with that.
Yeah.
I was kind of.
Well, it makes sense. It does make sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Especially when
Because
it's a single
You're
artist.
focusing on one single artist, and you're not doing a bunch of like. Reverse plays, all over the place. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Like different bands here, different bands there. Like a tribute's dedicated to one single
band, yeah.
Tim McDonald says Rick Boardwalk.
Yeah,
we know,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Boardwalk,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, I remember the last
that
time I
sucks.
played
It
the
just
Boardwalk,
closed
yeah.
down like a couple
Yeah, it was not,
a couple months ago. It closed down. They had their last show or something.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, they were getting rid of all their guitars, they had like 300 guitars like signed and shit.
Dude, and that place was so cool,
I
man. I
never
would
did
have
see
loved to
Boardwalk.
own
Oh,
that
dude, I
place.
was
or
like,
something.
that's the when I was staying in the truck when we went and played Boardwalk.
Yeah,
I was
it's like
freezing. It's
70
like
degrees
70
outside,
degrees. I'm in a
and Robert's in
sweater,
his
like
trench coat
yeah.
and shit.
like I'm like
in my
Alaska,
in my
and I'm
truck,
like, have the
heater
the
running.
heater's blasting.
Where's
I'm in the-
Robert?
Yeah, he's in the he's
Shivering in the
shivering
fucking truck.
Dude,
What
I
the
was
fuck?
freezing. They're like, it's time to go. So I went and played the song, played the set, and then like went right back into the truck, turned it on, hoodie on. Yeah, good times at the Boardwalk.
Because I think when I played in SAC one time, and I played at this place, it was on the Y.
Yeah, that was
that was a cool place, too.
the blue lamp.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
the
I
Blue
think
Lamp
that's what it
Y.
was. Yeah, I played there like 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. Played with a couple of other random bands. It wasn't anything local either, too. That was a fun set too, and that bar is really cool because it's all decked out in like graffiti.
Yeah, we did that one too.
Cool art on there. I like that place too.
And the Colony, we did the Colony as well. We did quite a bit of Sacramento shows.
Yeah. What was that one?
That was the Colony, the one that when we were. I was
the
sweating.
brewery. Was that the brewery?
No, that was L.A.
Oh.
That was in L.A. Yeah, it was like the Horn, whatever it was, something weird. It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a brewery. We were down like in the bottom,
Yeah,
like where they were loading
yeah.
kegs, and we're just playing. It was
Yeah,
the
it was-
weirdest.
Don't mind us.
Yeah.
So when it comes to playing locally, how much are you guys noticing? Like, obviously a lot has changed in the last couple of years, right? Especially with COVID and all that. So venues have shut down and things like that have changed. So now we're in a situation where, we don't have as many of those places to play. Like, did you guys? Because like Jubs alone, that was a place where a lot of bands came through to play, and now that's gone. And
Ryland House is gone.
yeah, Ryland House is gone.
All the underground shit's gone. Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
PB&J's.
Yeah. PB&J's.
Are you hopeful for the community? Is that?
Well, there's
think
other
it's-
venues, I think.
Yeah, there's other venues that are coming around, but I am hopeful for. I'm thinking it's jumping back because our again, man, in Reno, there's so much talent in Reno and so many good bands and so much stuff, man. All people need once they get the word of stuff. That's what's so weird about it. Even with social media and everything that's going on today, the word just does not seem to get spread.
Yeah.
There's still times that, oh shit, man, I missed that show. I know, like the first time that I would see something pop up on Facebook or something is the night that it's happening or the day after it happened.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, man.
Mike brought that up too. He
so
was
it's like
more
it
the flyer
never-
guy, and it
Yeah.
was like, I think it's
Yeah.
more disconnected that we have the social media thing.
Yeah, it is. I think it's
Unless you're like following a group, then
Unless
you're not
like,
going to know.
really
Right,
directly
right.
following a group. I follow a lot of people, and I don't see that shit until way later. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't get on there all the time either.
Right. And unless you're like an avid, follower on anything,
Right, like
then you're
Attached
going
to
to.
your phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It's got to be glued to your forehead, right? But
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
but
to
why was it
be
easier
on
than like a flyer? You're not like staring at the flyer for like 24
Because
hours
the
going.
flyers were at the shows you were at.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
Yeah.
venues.
true.
They were
Yeah.
at the venues, so you know where you know who was gonna play at that venue.
It's like the
Yeah.
CD thing, like so, like with the CD covers and stuff, like collecting those too. Like
Yep.
you would collect flyers and be like, oh yeah, no, that one's coming up,
Yeah.
or you'd be like, oh, this one's coming up, this one's coming
like
up.
a
and you
ticket
would-
stub.
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Walk around on the street and you get handed a flyer by some guy who's like, "Hey, my local band's playing here. Come check us out." And you're like, "Oh, cool, dude." And nowadays that's not like a thing. People, it's not often you see anybody handing out anything like that.
Right, especially like you don't see anything like like it was back in LA. I'm sure you walk down the street and you see 100 flyers,
Right,
100
taped
people out
up
there just
over other
handing-
people's
yeah,
handing
or on
stuff
flyers
out
and
or-
on the street. Yeah, whatever. And I think that would be a good thing to do. Chuck is really good with making all the flyers and stuff, and we need people to get out there and
Yeah.
throw them out, and do stuff like that. Because
I'm one of those guys who'll take the whole stack and just throw it in one area. I'm done. I did my job.
I did my job. Going home.
At least the garbage man will know when our show is. Got one person in there.
What happened to our preschool?
Yeah. We've got metal show flyers all out of preschool.
They're on the slides. I don't know how they got in there.
I miss that these days, back in the days when I remember, we determined, we opened for many bands at New Oasis, in party,
New Oasis, man, we saw a
remember,
lot of shows there.
that was a big concert place, we opened for Red, we opened for Powerman 5000, YNT, Lynch Mob.
Wow.
We opened for a lot of big fucking bands over
shit.
there. Yeah. And you know what? Actually, that's why I kind of wanna do originals, because you have to be original band, to open for
Right.
big names.
Well, that's what they
No,
want.
not necessarily.
Right. Well,
Unchained did it with
Jackal?
Jackal. It was Jackal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was.
mean,
it
there's-
was Unchained, and then
you have your certain
FTL.
opportunities, though. I mean, it kind of depends on the band.
I think
right?
it's who you know. I really do. I think it's who you know.
Yeah, I think that's a big part because
that's a huge part of it.
I mean, I think that goes for a lot of different professions. You know, it's well, I guess artistry, right? Because you could be the greatest painter ever, and unless you know somebody that works at a gallery
you're gonna be
to get
famous
you in,
until you're dead,
right? Or sculptor or something
Right,
of that
yeah.
nature. And it really does. It's hard because when you think about like the 80s and the 90s, there were so many different bands and artists and you name it coming out. And a lot of it was like, oh, we're trying to gain a lot of talent. You know, we're trying to look at this band, look at whether it's a one-hit wonder or not. You know, they were still getting airplay. They were still getting time on MTV or the, television or whatever it was. And nowadays it's kind of like, unless you know somebody to kind of push it, or you're willing to pay a lot of money to, do like sponsors or boosting your posts and stuff on like social media.
Yeah.
That's how you're getting your name out there.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the record deal where it'll push it for you.
Well,
You have
even-
to do it yourself, and then they'll pick you up, which is even the whole industry's fucked up now. It's just
bother.
well,
Yeah,
it's so
well-
fucked up. It's fucked up, and that's why I think the easier outlets is kind of just pushing it online and seeing it where it'll go, and that'll go back to like, just putting it out online without playing live. You could do that and get picked up, I think, easier than you would if you were going out and playing it live.
Well, then you got bands like, what is it? I Prevail or It Prevails, whatever the band is that did that. I Prevail.
Yeah.
They did that cover of for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And they just did a music video of it.
Yeah.
And it went viral.
Yeah.
And that's how they caught a record deal. And
Well,
they
it's
went
like
on,
Bad Wolves, though, too.
Bad
They did-
Wolves,
They did the same
you
thing
know.
with the Cranberries and the Zombie.
Yeah, and then they blew up and all that good stuff. And it's like, okay, so you got to do something that's, caters to the past,
Yeah.
but is also your own twist. And it's something that goes viral,
Yeah.
and then you get noticed.
So it
you know?
reminds me of the movie Airheads. I'm pretty sure all of us
Oh,
have
yeah.
seen Airheads. So when he's going to the record contract and he's trying in the beginning, and then he goes into the elevator and has those guys with the top hats, and they're like, "If you need to piss yourself, piss yourself." We're gonna get this out. So, but they got the like Dr. Seuss like hats on and stuff.
Yeah.
It's an act. If you got an act and it's good, then
Right.
that shit'll sell. You
Yeah,
need
it
to
is
bite a
crazy.
bat's head.
Yes, but that is, I mean, that's the thing with the social media, man. You do have to have that out that's going to make it viral
Right.
to be seen,
Especially
or you have to
nowadays.
know, or you have to have that you're in that club, you're in that you know
Right.
that person, or the right person sees you. That's why I love
Well, it has to
playing
be on
shows,
Yeah.
because you never know who is going to be in that
It's harder
audience.
that
You
way,
know,
though.
and,
Yeah,
but
there is
but
a lot
that's-
of unknown.
That could be like a
Yeah.
1 minute you're playing
Yeah, but
Davidson's.
that's like one in
the
a
next
billion.
minute,
Where if you go online,
It is
it's
one in
like
a
1 in 1 million. Like,
Yeah,
you disagree with that?
you know
I
what?
think going viral is just as hard as getting discovered live.
I don't
Because you
know.
never
No,
know.
it's not.
You-
How many-
yeah, you
how
just
many
never
fucking
know.
shows- I've been playing live shows since I can remember, and seriously, it was like, oh yeah, the record. There's gonna be a dude here who's like a record, person, and yeah, would play it, and I'm like, where's that guy at? Well, he didn't show up. He's not here. He could be that guy. He could be that guy. You saying you gotta suck more dick?
Yeah, you got to suck it.
You know it's sweet and low.
Oh, so you, yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
Is that your bumper sticker? So you
That's
blow.
what that van's all about.
rules of the road.
So,
And
Follow the good book.
right.
Yeah, you follow the good book, dude. You follow the book, bro? Yeah.
And we all, I think collectively in this group, I mean, we all have, the four of us, and five in reality, we all have like a lot of, bands that we've listened to from the 80s, 90s, and stuff like that, especially. And even some sooner or later too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, in that 80s, 90s era, there were a lot of bands with these like big arena tours, and it was like that glamorous, like the famous level that bands like Motley Crue got. The bands like Queensryche and Nirvana and bands like that really kind of set themselves apart, but were doing big things. And when we think about joining a record label, it's not like it used to be.
Right,
And it's not to
that's
say
the
that what they were getting back then was a good deal unless they were that good, right? Because even I mean, I
We
heard
need to
this.
get tighter pants.
Yeah,
that's
we
all.
need tighter pants. Yes, we need leather pants, right? Because you guys rock the sexy pants,
We
right?
have the fancy pants.
fancy pants.
Yeah, they're one step ahead of us.
They're one step, yeah.
I don't know what to wear. Even on this thing, I don't know what to wear.
It doesn't matter what you wear. You're behind a kit. Nobody
Yeah.
can see it.
You can wear a
Butt
sock.
ass naked and nobody's gonna know.
I'm trying that next. Let's see if that works.
Give it a shot.
You'll be cold.
Leather hot pants.
Yeah.
Booty shorts.
I'm gonna go full like Eddie Murphy raw.
No,
right?
That's good.
Oh my god.
I know when
Straight
you're
up.
looking at my ass.
I think we need to go back to neon. I'm getting neon colors going.
These motherfuckers. These
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
way back to the 80s. Super bright colors.
Neon tiger stripe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, when you think about that era, yeah, there was a lot of bands that were getting these crazy record deals, but they were also, and what's funny is we didn't have social media back then. That wasn't even a thing. That was, the internet was barely even a thing. It wasn't even really out there. I mean, it was being created at the time, but it wasn't out there.
Yeah,
and
MySpace
so
was popping.
that was like what, 2000, 99.
Fucking
So,
dial up.
Tim says back then the labels would take time and help mold bands.
Right. Because they were looking out for their best interest because it interested them as
Yeah,
well.
but he's saying
But-
now you have to sell out right out of the
Right,
gate.
right.
And then-
You've got to be a hit right out the gates.
Right, yes.
You know, and that's not easy to do.
That's
And
definitely
especially
not easy.
nowadays, when you think about all these bands that we listen to now, you know, whether you still listen to bands from the 80s, 90s, or before, or whatever, you still have like that. Okay, you know, these guys were good. They're classics. They're embedded in our bloodstream, and we listen to these guys all the time. But then, what happens to the next generation? You know, how hard do they need to work now? Because with the evolution of music, like it could go anywhere.
Yeah, but I prefer that over just making it. Like if somebody like later on goes, "Do you remember that one band?" You know, and it was a band we were in. Like
Yeah.
I prefer that way over than going, "Oh yeah, we were on the road." You know.
But how many people get to say they were in that group? Right? How
Well, it
many? How
depends
many?
how you-
I mean, you get to say like,
I've been
yeah,
in a
I played
group
it
with
Determined.
tons.
You know, I got to play with Power Man 5000. I got to play with this band and that band. It's like you got to play a venue that I used to go see big bands play at.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
was there too.
that was like my dream as a kid. You know, when I was first starting doing vocals, it was like if I could play the new Oasis, I could die.
Yeah.
Like that was it for me, you know, if I could do that. And nowadays, like that's gone, and it's like, okay, well, what is the next thing? And
I
it's
did
always
that.
evolving.
I played New Oasis and I stole a wheelchair and then I went in the mosh pit from the stage because I was like, we were in the back of the green room and I was like, what the hell is this wheelchair doing here?
It's
And
for the handicapped, asshole.
Yeah, but no, I'm good. So like I could be on the X Games of wheelchair racing. I'm really good. So I was doing wheelies and stuff, spinning in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I definitely have time of my life, you know, when I open for these big bands. You know, when we opened for Red, it was a sold out show.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Can
sure.
you imagine? You know, it
You're
was
right, yeah.
like
Packed.
it was like more than 1,000 people in there,
Yeah.
and play in front of all that people. That was wow. I mean,
Yeah, it's
come
I
on.
like that layout because it was an open layout.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
bar area wasn't like closed off like the
No.
knuckleheads where it was like a separate room. That thing was just straight open.
Yeah.
Like, stage, you could be there getting a drink and still watch a show. You actually probably were closer when you were getting a drink.
Yeah, in all reality, yeah.
Yeah, that place was cool.
I liked it. I liked
Yeah,
it.
when we opened for Powerman 5000, they used their own PA, and I remember front of the stage all the way. It was this huge subwoofers,
Yeah.
many of them,
Yeah.
and it had so much bass.
I know,
And,
yeah.
Man, that stage was fucking shaking.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it was-
I you know, I have so much fucking fun playing on that fucking PA.
Yeah,
It
oh,
was-
yeah.
I mean, the bass was like just fucking
that's-
rumbling the whole fucking place. And when they go on, you know, I was front of the stage. I feel that fucking subwoofers. You know, it's like
Stop.
fucking
Yeah.
hit me. It's so fucking loud.
Vibrating your whole
Wow.
chest cavity the whole time, yeah.
I saw Static X there. It was amazing. Amazing.
Cheers.
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 Happy birthday again.
Yeah.
My thing was I wanted to get on stage. I just wanted to be on a stage.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how big. Or
Yeah,
how many
after
people,
that,
I don't care.
I mean, if it's one person or 500 people, I mean,
I never had
that was awesome. I know.
I never had that.
I know you
That
never.
was not me.
I know.
Was definitely not.
You have a little bit of different kind of anxiety
I have
when it comes to
extreme
being in
anxiety.
front of people. So.
Yeah, I know. It drives me nuts. I don't puke, but I
Maybe you should try.
do. I
Maybe you should try it.
give it a shot.
Purge a little
Eric
bit.
used to do that. I remember he used to get puke right before stage.
Do you remember the one that we played at what was it? It was at the time was I think it was the Alley, and it was Cold Blood and Mark. Remember we were playing I think we were playing a Metallica song, Am I Evil? We were playing Am I Evil, and Mark.
it was
it
Downtime.
one of
That
the
was
times-
Downtime.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
okay. It was
Downtime.
Yeah, because
Downtime.
we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Alley
Yeah.
was
Blood
closed
never
when
played
Cold Blood started. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So and Mark went in. It was when he was getting his headaches and real bad, and that's what he had to quit singing.
Yeah.
He went to switch to guitar, and he went into the bathroom right at the lead and threw up and just was. And I'm going, all right, well, I'm going to have to sing the rest of it. He made it back out.
Just
he
in
made
time?
it back out and kept
Anybody
on
got
going.
a
And
tic tac?
yeah, kept on going and did finish the rest of the set and went to the hospital.
Fire
Oh, no
Marshal
shit.
Bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
he went to the hospital after that set, and I think he was there for a while.
Yeah, because I've heard of bands from, I want to say it was my high school era. It was The Used, and they were.
Sorry, go.
He was known for this one show he did where he literally was screaming so hard that he just puked right next in between two security guards in front of the stage, and just kept going and just and that's
Just patted their heads.
it's funny because and especially as vocalists, because like with Mark, I can definitely concur that when what you're doing with your diaphragm and you're squeezing so much, and that's why like for me personally, I don't drink a whole lot before I go on there or eat for that matter, because if I'm like filled to the brim
Right.
and I'm squeezing my diaphragm,
that shit's coming
it's
out.
like a tube of toothpaste. It just wants to come out.
It's like somebody who's deadlifting and like pushing a bunch of weight.
Yeah, absolutely. And afterwards, I puke and I feel great.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, oh, woo! It's
time to
I
party.
feel relieved, but
Where's Zsolt? Let's get this bar tab going.
yeah, you purge and you're ready for more.
I'm
But
hungry again.
have you ever been that nervous on stage where you felt
Yeah,
like
you
were
guys
gonna
get nervous?
I'm always nervous before, but it's not like I'm nervous about playing. I just want to be on stage, and I can't wait to be on stage.
Yeah,
that's
it's the excitement.
Once I get on stage,
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
it's-
But so it's the excitement. It's not nerves like
Yeah,
you play,
uh-huh.
like you're not worried about what you're
Yeah.
like. So for me, it's like I better fucking play this right.
Yeah.
And more, it's like I hope everybody else plays it right because I'm gonna fucking kill them.
You don't trust anybody. You don't
asshole.
trust anybody.
Yeah,
No
it's
worry.
a,
You guys
yeah.
gonna be
I'm
fucking
like, I hope they
perfect.
don't
because-
fuck it up.
Well, you can't hear us anyway, so it shouldn't matter.
Touche.
touche.
I'll shut up. Go keep on. Yeah. Scott, you
You
get
ever
nervous?
get nervous?
I if I were to go up there like a vocalist
Yeah.
or speaking in front of people or anything like that, I'd be nervous as fuck.
Yeah.
But put a guitar on me somehow, that just takes everything away. And
It shuts you
it's-
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's like
I
that
mean,
blanket. It's your security blanket.
Yeah, it's my security
wow.
blanket. It's
Yeah.
like I put that guitar on
That's
and
where
I
you're
could
comfortable.
run around naked.
Yeah.
Right. Don't
You
do
know?
that.
Yeah, I won't do
'Cause I
that.
have to see your ass crack.
Nobody wants to see that.
We
Yeah,
don't care
nobody
about
wants to see
everything
that.
else, but that ass
I mean,
crack.
yeah.
You think I fucked up before? Watch Scott run around in front of me with his ass cracked out trying to play fucking guitar. This shit's going. What the fuck are you playing? I don't know. Fucking.
It don't matter. Just
Another
look at
one
my ass
bites the
crack.
dust.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it goes without saying that you get nervous before every show.
I do. Yeah, it doesn't matter how big or how small it is.
No.
Actually, I almost feel more comfortable if it's a bigger show.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know. Because I'm more just focused on like I need to do what I need to do, and then like so Dawkin was one of those big ones where it was like 900 plus people, and like I remember because I'm one of those people like I'll sit in the green room and I'll run around fucking blah blah blah, open the door, and I remember we were playing Dawkin and I walked out the front. I think I was meeting Aida or something, and I look out and the line's wrapped around the fucking corner. The guy's like, what's going on? Is so when are you guys playing? And am I? Or he said something, and I was like, yeah, no, we're playing. We're opening up, and I was like, Are you guys here for the show, or is there like an awful sale going on?
Yeah, because it was at the
I was
knitting
like,
factory.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on here?
You all actually
You
here
guys
for
here
my
for
show?
this? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're here for me, right? Yeah, no, I'm talking.
What?
But I felt more comfortable on that show than any other show.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's why like you guys get pissed off if like there's like 1 or 2 people. I'm like, yeah, hell yes. 1 or 2 people.
So you're
What do
okay
with
with the extremes, like nobody there or
Yeah.
a shit ton of people
Yeah,
there.
because I just think all those people are just one person, and it's I'm good. Like, all right.
One
God
big
forbid there's
person.
like 20, 30.
Yeah. That
Oh,
one was
this
cool. Though.
band
We were like throwing
sucks.
DVDs up to the like top balconies because there was people everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a huge
Crazy.
show. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And you say with Determined, you've played for like 1,000 people
Yeah.
at least, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, what's that feeling like?
Oh man, that was like, I feel like a kid in the candy store,
Yeah. It's that dream.
Jolted
A
to
hungry
the
kid in the candy
shop.
store.
I feel like a hungry kid.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, seeing all these people in front of the stage. I mean, fuck, that was so exciting. I mean, and you see, I still didn't get nervous about that. I was excited for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
yours
this-
is more on the excited side of things, not
Yeah.
like the nerve.
Yeah,
side of things. So
exactly.
it's more like let's
Uh-huh.
get on stage. I'm gonna
It's that
rip this shit.
adrenaline.
Yeah, and you know what? And the other thing that time, I remember like this red show. Even before we go on stage, I had to sign flyers, for people. Like I was like a big rock star,
Right.
And I was nobody.
Did you
actually.
sign titties, though?
Actually, I was nobody. And I was
I
signing.
signed some titties.
Yeah, you did.
I
He's
did.
all-
And
my
signing
wife's-
autograph.
My wife's titties.
After the show, before the show, and then people taking pictures, with me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell I am, fuck.
Signing babies' foreheads.
Who brings her baby to a metal show?
Who doesn't?
Yeah. It's raising
That's
them
how they
right,
give
man.
birth, actually.
Well, you should.
The interesting thing about that red show, actually, it was what happened before that show. We had to do a battle of the bands at New Oasis. It was like 20 bands signed up for it. Okay, and we end up in the top 5, and then from the top 5, Red, the band, choose the one they want.
Oh,
the
really?
Open for them,
Oh, wow.
and so they choose us. They choose Determined to open for them.
So you guys went
so-
through a
Yes.
almost an audition, but
Yes,
you did
yes.
a battle of the
Yeah.
bands.
Shit
Yeah.
never happened.
No, that never happened.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It was start like about 3 or 4 months before that red show because actually that red show, they just do this reunion. They get back together, just for that one tour.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so it came up, they're gonna play at New Oasis, and and they couldn't make a decision who's gonna open for them, right? So somebody come up with this idea at New Oasis, actually. I think
the
the owner
promoters,
or
J-Max or whatever,
something.
yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
and we win this whole thing, and so actually the band choose us, to
That's
open for them. So
insane.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but
That's an
I mean,
honor
that's
in
fucking
itself.
was
awesome.
before internet, though.
You know?
Like where
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
So it's not a
No, no,
popularity
no,
contest.
no,
where you got
no,
like
no.
1,000 followers. It was
No,
like
no, no.
you got you. It was. I think they need to go back to
No.
that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
No,
would be fucking cool.
No, actually there was internet at that time, and actually.
Yeah, but you're running MySpace and probably-
And, yeah,
It
we
wasn't as-
have
it wasn't as-
MySpace.
yeah.
We have MySpace that time, and so we have some music on the page, and so when we end up in the top 5, then Red, the band, they just listen music
Oh my God, that
on
would be
MySpace,
cool.
on
They
MySpace,
need to do that
and
again. They
and
need to do that again. Yeah, because I think that's a way better.
So that
method.
was fucking
yeah.
awesome, man. I mean, fuck, I'm so fucking proud of that, actually.
Yeah.
First of all, right?
right. Yeah.
I agree. I think that what you were saying, I think that's a great way to really get to
Yeah.
know bands that are in that area and find the best fit, and especially for the band that's playing, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
and
how many
having
times-
that band pick it though,
Right.
is like, dude, that's a great honor. Like, even if we don't fucking make it, like, as long as you're in the top 5 and they were like listening to you, I'm like,
Right.
Yeah.
holy shit, that's cool.
Well, because if you're in that position of like, okay, not only am I you know, because I think we've all heard of a promoter that plays in a band as well. And that band is always going to be on this bill if they end up in this venue.
FDR.
Wow. I mean, no, but I mean, that's the reality is like, it's also who you know. But in your case, you got to be the better group and you played your asses off.
Exactly.
You gave it everything you had. And then the band said, that's who I want.
I
think that is such a
like
great
that.
way
I
to pick
that.
because when you think about all the big bands that come through, you know, any town, it's how does that get determined? Is it by popularity? Is it by a battle, right? Or of letting the band themselves when they come through going, that's who I want? Or is it just kind of a this band gets to go. Draw of a hat.
Yeah,
you know?
but so on the business side of thing, it would have to be already a band that draws like Rat.
And when you think about it,
have somebody else like that was a lower level that's not going to pull maybe as much. You would need that band that you would know, like Dawkins or Rat or somebody who's going to be pulling a lot of those people. Because even if they do pick that band to open up for them, they're not guaranteed anything, and that's on the business side of things. They probably won't go for that unless it's one of those bands that is like they should have did that for Ginger.
It's a business thing. Yeah, it's a as a promoter, my business is promoting the band that's coming, and then find the right group that sounds and matches to what they're playing. You know, just like with I mean, unfortunately, Ginger had to cancel their tour, and they're not going to be coming to Reno.
Oh, she's not going to
understand.
No, 100% understandably.
Understand. Yeah.
Zsolt, you know what's going on? It's pretty close to your country over there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
I was just making sure. All right.
But you know, like with them, like you know, when you got a band like, and another shout out to Justice because I love that band. They're great.
They're great.
And I love what they're doing.
Everybody,
but they are a great fit to play that show.
100%. But they put them on the Denim stage, which is upstage. Upstairs.
I didn't know. Has there always been a stage?
No, that's a brand new thing.
Okay, so was that a VSB thing?
I think that is going to be I believe the first thing. The first time that happened.
Yeah. So,
I think
they switched it now to that the Brujeria show that's coming up, and that's why I said Justice is going to be on that as well.
Okay, yeah.
And they're playing because they have a whole, and it's not just them either. They have like 4 or 5 bands on that Denim. They call it the Denim stage.
Oh, okay.
And which is I'm gonna guess it's the upstairs stage.
Because I played the Knitting Factory when it was the Knitting Factory, and I remember there being stairs, and I was like, "What's up there?" And they're like, "We're not using it." I'm like,
no, Knitting Factory never did, but the Rock Bar did. I remember the Rock Bar had a cool, but it never had a stage. It was just a really cool area.
Yeah, just the bar up there.
And they only opened it if there was a certain amount of people that were actually there.
Yeah.
Gave more availability for the bartenders.
Yeah, like that's what I said back in, I think when Dawkins played, wasn't it?
It was
the
open,
Rock
yeah.
Bar. It was the Rock Bar.
Yeah, it was a rock bar.
Yeah, it was still a rock bar at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they opened that up during that because there was like I said, 900 plus. So they had that shit open. It was like it was packed. Well, even on the last last one we played.
Jackal?
The last one. It wasn't Jackal. Soulfly.
Soulfly, yeah.
Yeah, Soulfly.
Soulfly was open. Yeah, they had it open.
Yeah, because I remember.
That was 1,000 people. That was that was a shit ton of people. That was an awesome show.
Yeah.
Good show. A lot of people I haven't seen in forever.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Dude.
Yeah. Oh man, that was like the time that I saw Robert running around like a little social butterfly. You never seen that? You know, Robert's just running around. He's like, oh, look. Yeah. He's hammered.
I'm hammered.
He's fucking shit faced, and he's running around so happy, smiling.
Dude, I haven't seen those people.
Who the fuck are you?
Dude. It's cool when I see people like. It goes through like my phases are so weird because people just fall off, and so like there's these eras that I go through, and it's like this one era everybody was there at the same time, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like
it's an orgy of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I had a lot of good time there, and Aida did too, and we knew everybody, and it was just
thankfully we nailed it that night too, and you weren't pissed off because you could hear shit.
I wasn't pissed off. Chuck was pissed off though. Chuck was pissed because they cut our set.
They cut our
our
set.
set.
Yeah, they cut our set.
Giving you the sign too.
Yeah.
The guy, the sound guy was like, when he was taking down the mics, he's like, hey man, I'm sorry. Hey man, that happens. I'm not mad. I'm good. I'm gonna go get fucking hammered with my friends. Yeah, I don't care. I played my shit. Let's go.
You're the one who has to set this shit back up for them.
Yeah. I'm sorry for you. You gotta set all this shit up.
Yeah, you didn't get to hear our last song.
Yeah.
Now, a big question, because I still don't know. Zsolti, what brought you to the U.S.? Because,
Yeah, that's
They ran out of food, and he was hungry. No more food and hungry.
hungry for a reason. No, but
no pun intended.
because in reality, I mean, let's just be real. It'd be one thing if you were like, no, I came to the U.S. and lived in New York.
well, 94
Right, or San Francisco, or L.A., or something like that. But you came to Reno first, and a lot of it is, I mean, you knew somebody here, yeah.
Yeah,
but what
was
made
the
you leave?
reason? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a long story, but I'm gonna try to keep it
We
short.
got plenty of time.
So,
Mike's all shaking.
He was a Hungarian porn star and had to get out of the country.
Mike's like, keep it short, motherfuckers.
Okay, so that time in Hungary, I was a 30% owner of a cable TV station, right?
You were a cameraman too, yeah.
I was a cameraman first, and then I get into the business with some money. So I was
porn
a
business.
30% owner.
That was later.
Of the TV. So
Let him tell it.
Okay, and then we get sued because we played some movies in the program, which ones we couldn't, we don't have.
There was like copyright.
We don't have a right
Yeah.
right to do that, right? Okay, and we get sued for millions and millions, right? Okay, so we have this lawsuit going on, and
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
and yeah, actually, exactly.
$1 million? I'm leaving.
So actually, at the end of the lawsuit, it started looking bad and worse and worse and worse, and then we are like, you know what? Probably the best if we're gonna fucking leave. Okay. So and like I said, my partner and best friend at that time, his brother lives here in Reno, right? So, and we are like, okay, you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. And actually, I was lucky because the most of the studio stuff, cameras and all kind of shit, I owned all this shit because that's how I get into the business. I put some money in it, and I bought cameras and mixer and shit like that, right? But I wasn't a partner on paper. On any paper.
Best way to be.
Partner,
Best partner to
air
be.
quotes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when,
That's why you didn't get extradited.
So when FBI, I think FBI or something came and they took all the everything from the studio. They took everything.
Wait a minute, FBI?
But then
International now. Huh?
yeah. So
Or the equivalent, or
so
Or is it-
then
yeah.
and then our lawyer it's get all this stuff back because I have a proof, I have receipts and everything. I bought this stuff.
Right, and you're not on the actual-
I'm not on the.
Yep,
on the,
so they can't- they can't
so,
do it.
You're
So
not
so they
named
give this back.
Loopholes.
And I sold all this shit. I sold everything. So that's how I get my airplane ticket and
Right.
and some extra money when we get here, right? So
And then you lost
that's
it all
so
when you
that's
came to
how
Reno.
and why I'm here actually.
get the
So you got to
fuck
sell
out
all
of
of your
Dodge.
equipment and
And then
have
I
the
went to
money to
Silver
get over here?
Legacy and lost it.
No, you went to the silver dollar.
Gold dust.
But
Gold Dust West.
Dust West.
They
Plantation.
have free pie. That's what sold me.
If you want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, man.
Free pie.
We'd love free pie.
Hate pie.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
Don't fucking eat any pie.
But you also were in the. So when did you get? Because we were talking before. You also got into the porn industry as well, didn't you?
It was kind of like
Another long story.
that's another hey that's
Take
an
your time with this one. We got all night.
that's
got all
another
night,
long
baby.
story. Yeah, that's another.
This is going to
long
be a
story.
3-hour podcast.
Yeah. No, that thing is in Los Angeles. I live on Hollywood Boulevard in this apartment where we met these girls. There were two Hungarian girls. They do escort out of that apartment, right? And we met them in the apartment, and we party with them a couple of times, and one of the girls have a boyfriend who came out from jail that time.
Sweet.
Okay, and he was a big 70s porn star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a big porn star.
San Quentin.
And
He was
Is that the
huge-
only prison
he was
you
huge.
know?
He was a huge force. Yeah, shut up, fuck up. Metallica played there. That's the only person I know.
okay.
So that's how actually at one point he wanted to start to do porn scenes. So not the whole movie, just the way it works. You can make scenes and you can sell it. So sell this to a company who's gonna make a movie out of
Right.
this stuff. So we start making these scenes. And
This one's called Money Shots.
So actually, I was a cameraman. I do the all
Were you
all
like,
the
I'm
video
getting
and
paid
everything.
for this?
And
Should I be paying you?
yeah, so I do this kind of sets. It was fun actually. It's
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't go to work and was like, this is the worst job I ever had.
Yeah, there wasn't no calling into that one, huh?
Tell me about the worst job
I have
you had.
to look
Well,
at
it
these
wasn't
titties
that.
all fucking day.
Yeah,
Jesus
so looking at
Christ.
Balls like swinging right there.
Yeah, and
Fit in on that shit.
Those are big balls.
yeah, and
Did you have the wipers that were on
Yeah.
on the camera just every time?
You have to wear a rain
It's getting
suit at any
steamy
point.
in here.
Yeah, actually, this whole thing, actually, the way it started out, that guy is give us, me and my friend over there, Laszlo, we live together, so in this apartment, and this guy give us a list of porn star girls, phone numbers, everything, and then we came up with this idea, we start calling these girls for audition. We told them we are from Europe, and of course they believe us because of the accent.
Because
What?
of you.
Right? So we start calling these girls.
Is that a fake accent?
Yeah.
We are like
You're really good.
we are from
Never breaks character.
Very authentic.
we are from Europe, and we wanna make this high budget porn movie.
Yeah, high budget. Yeah.
So and we're looking for girls for that, and they come into audition.
Michael Bay's
right?
fucking
And-
directing it.
And so
We got Transformers in here and everything.
so most of the time we end up having sex with these girls.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So-
Well, yeah.
And
you
of,
gotta test
and,
it.
and,
It's
and
like
of
you
course
go
the
to the buffet, you gotta
high
test
budget porn movies never happened. Of
No,
course.
yeah.
But there's a lot of fucking casting couches.
Yeah.
Did they get Michael Bay? Son of a bitch. All right, I'll fuck you. I'm already here. Shit, fuck it.
We call this vibrator fucking.
I'm the test
Optimus
cock.
Prime.
This is Optimus Prime. This is the closest we got to Michael Bay.
Yeah, that was fun for sure.
Well, yeah.
You guys can imagine it. That was fun. I mean, fuck, man. Cheers.
Oh,
I
cheers to
drink for
that.
that. I have to drink for that.
Cheers to Michael Bay.
Yeah.
There's Michael Bay.
So they'll get their start shooting porn. Steven Spielberg.
Right?
Yeah, Spielberg.
Oh my god, I think I saw Jaws porn.
How do you
once.
think E.T. happened?
Where'd all this blood come from?
Oh man.
Well, it was that time of the month.
You only use one finger? I got three.
I got 3.
One in
Elliot.
Gets
two in the
fucking-
pink,
It was a
one
little
in the
different back
stink,
then. It was-
going home.
My insides are lit up.
And that leads us into Zsolt of Love.
Yeah, so Zsolt Orosz. Yeah, we're starting.
So-
This is another idea. I
Yeah.
had
So
in
if
mind.
anybody who has known us for a long period of time, we have talked about this long running idea.
Yeah, so is it, yeah.
And we need to make this a reality because we talk a lot. We talked last week about MTV and their reality shows and things like that. And I'm telling you right now, there needs to be one here.
Yes.
And-
And it's called Jolty of Love.
And I need to be in it.
No, we already have a whole area with Jolty of Love statues. He has a cowbell
Yep,
necklace.
that's right.
It's full 9. It's gonna be legit. It's like
Crazy.
a mix between The Bachelor and that love show.
Rock of Love.
Rock of Love, yeah. But with Zsolti. Look at this guy.
Look at this.
Can you zoom on his face?
Just can you get the profile?
Yeah, no, yeah, Zsolti, look at the camera right here real quick. Let's see if we get a close-up. Ladies.
Not too close, okay?
Hold on, let's see.
And I'm not gonna take off my clothes yet. That's gonna be another episode.
That's where the episodes come in.
Okay,
Zsolti is looking for a date.
so if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna have to fucking stay single, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, you could be married. We'll still fucking do it.
Don't give me shit.
No, I'm not gonna. No.
Yeah, be married. Just
No,
let
you
her
know
know
what?
that this shit's happening.
No, you
Look
know
at that.
Before you, like when you
Look
do
at
your
that sexy
vows.
motherfucker.
Well, you never know.
I'm gonna stay
I
single.
love you, babe.
I'm gonna stay
I'm
single
also
for
gonna
you
do
guys.
this.
Okay,
Good.
just for you guys. I'm
All
gonna
right,
stay
thanks.
single.
Just for us. Oh, well, we
Don't
got
worry,
the,
I'm
we got
gonna
the
be
zoom
single.
in. We got the zoom in. Look
Oh
at the
yeah,
camera real
there
quick.
you go. Jolt of Love. Oh,
Right.
there you go.
Do your
Look at the
Hungarian
camera.
accent. I am Zsolti.
Would you
and
come
I'm ready
to my
for
show?
love.
Repeat after me.
I'm not gonna talk. I can't. Okay,
All right.
I
Yeah,
can.
we're trying to sell something here.
I can
MTV's
speak English.
watching,
Okay, come on.
Yeah, come on. You want a guy?
You want a guy who's
You want a guy?
hungry?
Who's
hungry.
For you,
Hungry for love.
I
Dude,
cannot.
could sell
I
this all
cannot
fucking
cook.
day long.
Hungry for love.
Yes, dude, I'm telling you.
I am
You
from
guys laugh
hungry.
at this, but
Hungry
this is a
for
serious
I'm telling you.
thought I've had in my head for a while.
We gotta find
I'm
you a
telling
date,
you, and then
Zsolti.
the cowbell, the
The
cowbell,
cowbell
bing,
sells
bing.
it.
Oh,
That'll get the contestants
Ladies.
into the next round.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
ladies.
Yeah.
Ladies,
the
if you're
cowbell.
listening out there, ladies, if you like the cowbell, you love the cowbell.
You'll love the Zsolti.
You will love the Zsolti.
You will
Zsolti,
bring it in bed
Zsolti.
if you want.
Oh yeah.
We'll put this
Could
on
see
a
it.
tempo.
Oh.
No, we have put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
really-
Sometimes I think too much. And I'm like, we're going a little too far.
We literally thought about a whole statue.
I do. We had a whole
South
we
Reno.
plotted out. I remember that one day. We literally plotted the whole thing out one day. And it was like,
Oh yeah.
dude, what are we doing right now? We're gonna get us some. It was Hidden Valley. We're gonna get a place
Yep,
up in
in
Hidden
Hidden
Valley.
Valley.
There was gonna be a statue of Zsolti in the front, just like, you know,
Bare ass like a Roman
bare
statue.
ass, just Roman statue of Zsolti
with a cowbell around his neck
Yep, cowbell chain
and flames coming out his ass.
and flames.
Those
yeah.
Roman statues weren't very well endowed, though. I don't think.
Why the flames is coming out of my ass?
Yeah, because you got to fart.
It's a natural thing.
You know, what do you have to ask about that?
Well, yeah, come on.
I had
It's
Taco
a
Bell
natural
yesterday. I had
thing.
the same
And that's
shit
fucking
happen. Okay.
metal, if you ask me.
That's the first time I've heard about the flame
right.
thing, you know. But I'm okay with that. That's fine.
We're adding as we're going.
We got the okay from
Yeah.
the boss man.
Right,
I'm
we're
good. I'm okay.
Ladies.
There it is.
You want to see a hot ass?
We will put up his. We'll talk about where you could reach Zsolti. Actually, no, reach us because we're getting this shit started. I already got the camera.
out
the
to us on
drones.
our
Let's
social
get this
media.
thing going.
His phone number and address.
Yeah. No, put it out there. Fuck it.
Cameras,
put it all out
drones,
there.
gas.
Yeah, everything.
Ladies, if you're interested in this beautiful fucking Hungarian bass playing,
Just look at this.
with the
leather pants wearing motherfucker right
with
here.
the hot
You
ass
will
because
not.
if flaming
You
flames
will
is
not
gonna
be
come out from my
disappointed.
ass. I'm gonna be a hot ass guy.
Yeah.
See?
So what do you-
See, it's all
what do you-
coming together.
What are you looking for, Joel? Let's go with that. We can put that out there. What are you looking for in a companion?
Long
Someone who
walks
can
on the
cook.
beach. Someone who can cook.
yeah, you know.
Somebody with a
Fucking
pole.
hungry, man. Fucking hungry.
God damn, dude,
Yeah.
you're going deep into that barrel right now.
That's a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
punch if I've ever
If you
heard
can
one.
cook, I love you. Come to my show.
Yeah, but
Scotty can cook. Can he be on the show? Have you had his biscuits and gravy yet? I'm about to marry the fucking
yeah.
guy.
I would too.
Every time he posts up biscuits and gravy, I'm
You
fucking.
can be on the
Yes.
show.
Yeah, knock it off.
Dare you not invite me?
you can be on the show.
You can be on the show.
I want to film the hot tub episode.
Yeah, all right, yeah. We don't have a tub. We have a kiddie pool with some We'll just get some tubes and some of us will blow into it.
We have a kiddie pools and a slip and
This water's
slide.
really cold.
It'll warm up later, baby.
Just use fucking Jolt's hot ass to fucking have him blow some flames on the fucking
ass cheeks.
He'll heat that pool right up.
Oh man.
And make it a jacuzzi.
No, it'll fucking melt it.
Yeah. That hot.
Well, that fucking that feeds the slip and slide.
Ah, shit. All right, we're getting way
yes.
off the topic here.
Yes.
Let's get back on track here. Who's on right now, dude? Guilty of love, though. It's gonna happen.
We definitely off track right
Yes.
now. It is
Yes.
fuck.
All right. So anyway, were we done with the porn stuff? Did you get done with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. You said it was a long story. That wasn't a long story. We need
He
to get
shortened
the
it for
timing.
us. He shortened it for us.
Yeah, but we're gonna make this into multiple episodes.
Yeah.
All right, Jolty's gonna do one episode, and that's it.
Yeah.
Until Jolty of Love comes out.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
doing- he's
then
doing
you
the
guys
clip
have
notes
to have
of
that.
everything.
Yeah.
What channel is Zsolt of Love going up on?
Oh, dude, no, that's on the MTV channel for sure. That's right next. That's right after Teen Mom 2. So it's gonna be Teen Mom 2, then Jolty
Yeah.
of Love.
Hey,
Trying to get some maybe Hulu will pick it up.
Yeah.
maybe. But hey, all of you out there listening and watching, if you want to see Jolty of Love, hit comment. Hit us
Comment
up.
for some
Let us know if you
Jolt-
want
Yeah,
to
let us
see
know.
Jolty
I'll
of Love.
start another adventure. I don't fucking care.
Subscribe. Let us know
Everything.
you want that Jolty
Everything.
of Love.
Yes.
It will be an awesome show.
It would be a
will be.
freaking amazing show.
It would be good.
Yeah,
It would be a really good show.
Yeah,
We did have many drunk nights at jamming and just talking about that shit. We've been talking about
we
that
didn't
shit
even
for.
talk about Schlinghaven, dude. And the cameras that we remember the cameras seemed like I was already talking about buying cameras and shit.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Because it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like
And
Well,
for
we
those
had
of you-
that.
yeah.
We had that
So
one
before
episode
you-
that was we actually tried something. And
No, we
remember?
did, yeah.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
it.
we
and
tried,
then,
yeah.
But we
and
only had,
Jolt's
like,
hot
2
ass was
fucking
in
GoPros,
the
that was
whole
it.
camera view of the one camera view. We lost that whole
no, that
thing
was the
because
first trial of
That was our
podcast.
Yeah,
our
yeah.
first
trial of
our
podcast.
first attempt at playing at
Which I
doing
will
a
post
podcast.
eventually. I already have it edited. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
our first attempt at doing a podcast was literally us sitting on a couch and Jolty's ass right in front of it, right in front,
Not
over
knowing
and
there
over.
was a camera
Not
there.
yeah.
No,
Not
he did know
knowing.
it because everybody told him it multiple times.
Yeah.
Jolt, your ass is in the camera. Get your ass
Jolty
out of the
also
camera.
doesn't pay attention. It's like, he's
no,
on
no.
Jolty time. You're not talking to him. Yeah.
But look, this is Jolt of Love. You
Yeah.
must see my ass. This is my hot ass.
No, but wait, listen to this cowbell. Listen. I'm like on the X Games of
listen.
cowbell.
But
right here.
wait. Let me tell you one thing. Here, just look at my ass.
Just look at it. Look at it. I'm flexing.
It looks.
For those of you who don't know, we try to imitate
Jolty.
Jolty a lot,
Jolty gets
It's my
imitated.
go-to.
and he's such a
fucking-
good fucking sport about it. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
Yes. Thank you, Jolt.
We do it a lot,
'Cause
but
we're not very good at it.
I'm good at it. I think.
in my own mind,
I
feel
think.
like I'm a
I think I could
professional.
speak Hungarian slang better than Jolt can sometimes.
Definitely. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly my
That's
point
for
right there.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
there's a segment that I love to do on the show, and I want to make this a thing. Okay, so I want to know. We'll start with Jolty, since you have not been on this show before. You have, but you haven't done this. But we want to do your Mount Rushmore. Okay, what is your top 4? Okay, and if you're not too keen on the Mount Rushmore, there's the 4 presidents and the Mount Rushmore, the statue, right?
You know what Mount Rushmore is?
You didn't have to learn that when you got your green card.
I need to pull it up.
Okay.
God damn it. I wish we had a prompter.
Yeah, you're talking about the statues.
Statue
of
of
the
the
presidents,
presidents.
yeah.
Side
Yeah.
of the mountain.
But
Yeah.
not presidents. We're talking about what are your
Bands.
4 bands if you could put in your Mount Rushmore? And
Four
it could
band?
be it could be big bands, it could be local bands, it could be
Okay.
anything.
Metallica, Motley Crue, Megadeth, Slayer.
Done.
God damn,
the
that
big
was
4.
big.
No thought. Just
The
Yeah, no,
big
that was
4
good.
Yep.
Well, some of them.
for the most part.
Most part.
I mean, in
There's like
reality,
the really big
that's
3 and
that's
then
a
one.
really
3,
big-
yeah, 3 of the big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big 3 and 1 extra. Did we do? I mean, it depends on who you're. Well, if we're going tours, the big 4 was Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax,
and Megadeth.
Megadeth.
Yeah, so he had
3 or 4.
three of those.
3 or 4, yeah. Okay, that was
Everybody
easy.
has their. Everybody has. I think really everybody has their own big 4 as well.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
would be good.
Too.
Scotty.
Just can't do the Motley Crue.
Oh wow. I agree with the Motley Crue. That's it.
Is it? Yeah, let's put
Right.
current fucking Vince Neil on there. I don't think we have enough Mountain.
We need
He's
a big
gonna take half
16.
of that Mountain.
We need a bigger amount of photos.
It's never gonna live that down.
Nah, he's not, dude. He's not.
Scotty,
It's like
what is
David
your
Lee Roth.
Mount Rushmore? We haven't heard from
Yeah,
yours.
we didn't do his though.
Man, I would say probably Ozzy, Black
Yeah.
Sabbath. See, I need more than 4.
No, I know.
What'd you
That's
start
that's
with?
Pantera,
Kiss,
Yes, yeah.
Kiss, Lamb of God.
Ooh, good one.
All yeah, different generations. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
you know,
Ray
yeah.
had that one on there too.
Yep.
Red Lamb of God. too.
What's
Yep.
yours?
Oh yeah, she did.
did?
Yeah,
Yep.
she did.
What's yours?
Oh, I mentioned.
We did ours.
Well, here's the thing. So, and
Oh,
I'm
now you get to make
so-
new rules. Here's the
We're just changing shit here now. Yeah, thanks for just throwing this on me.
Well, here's the problem. So,
Oh, there's a problem
when it comes
too.
to Mount Rushmore, like, and
It doesn't change.
well, so for you, it was like
We can't afford
done,
that.
right? No. So that's the thing. Is
Is Obama on there now? I didn't
right?
see
You
that one.
knew these are my
Yeah.
4. This is it. Done. Right. And for some people, it's very consistent. And I think as time goes on, especially for somebody like me who's still
Yeah, it'll
within their
change.
30s, it's going to change.
gonna change,
You know,
yeah.
I still have, because I think
Oh, you're
about.
over the hill. You're
Fuck
30.
you. I think about.
You're over
I
the
think
hill.
about my Rushmore that I gave with Trent and with Josh,
I don't
and
remember.
I mean, I definitely think my
It was Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, no. No, Cindy
Britney
Lauper.
Spears.
I will go back to the Goonies. on Cindy,
just
Cindy
want to have
Lauper,
fun.
dude.
All right, Fuck
Guys
off.
want to have fun too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I went to Oregon where they filmed Goonies.
Astoria, yeah.
Yeah, Astoria, and it was awesome. They had the Jeep there with the bullet holes and everything.
Ah.
And the jail when he broke out. Of the
It was
jail,
also the they used it for something
They
else
use
too.
it for a museum now. But the
okay.
Jeep's parked right out in front, no cover, no nothing. It's just parked right out in front. You can just go there wherever. That thing's gonna rust in like
Just
couple
sit in
years.
and take pictures and shit.
Oh yeah, you can sit there and go take pictures, and then like when they come down the hill, when they're leaving for the first time on their bikes, where he flattens his brother's tires, and they're running down the hill, and they're waving at his dad, who's pulling
waving the flag. Yeah.
That's literally right across the street from the fucking jail that he broke out of from
Wow.
the movie. I was like, motherfuckers, you guys just literally turned the cameras around and filmed that other fucking scene. What are you talking about?
Don't you love Hollywood?
Oh, dude, it's great, though. And we went to the pyramids where they go to the
Oh,
pyramids.
the rocks in the
Yeah,
ocean.
we have pictures with our kid, and he's like running around and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. I love that place. It's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the Rushmore.
Oh shit! I thought I got away with it.
Oh, you
So-
didn't. So Rachel says you didn't say Iron Man or Iron Man.
Iron Maiden. No, see, so
Iron
that's
Maiden.
why I
I
need
can't
more.
believe
So
he
Iron
didn't say
Maiden is
Iron
actually
Maiden.
like my favorite.
I was like, yeah.
That is like the fucking rush of Mount Rush. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So Iron Maiden was just like over the top for me. It was crazy. It was nuts.
You literally
You're
have their
wearing.
shirt.
You're
on.
literally wearing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't see past my beard.
I can't.
What's my dick look like?
Haven't seen that thing in years. I don't know.
You can't see that anyway.
Is it my beard or my belly, or is
Yeah.
it just too short? I don't know.
It's down there somewhere, baby. Just reach around, you'll find it. Hey, it's like a mystery bag.
Just slap it a little bit. It might grow. You know.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah, but no, definitely Iron Maiden is. That's why I need more. And like
Well, that's
you,
actually- I think
it changes a lot.
I
and-
know.
And like
It
that was
does.
my. What's your favorite song? And then, like I could never nail down a favorite song
No.
because there's just so many so many songs, different genres, different everything.
Well, that's why we
I
don't
could
mention
never.
songs.
Yeah,
Well,
I could never.
if we did songs,
God.
I could never do it
couldn't
with
be a
bands.
Mount Rushmore. It had to have been, a centurium of.
And by the way, thanks, baby, for mentioning
Yeah,
that
well,
because
absolutely.
I'm also
yeah,
gonna do,
'cause
so I'm gonna
maybe,
add a
for sure.
second Rushmore. Okay, so I'm gonna because a lot of people just name national acts. So I'm gonna do a local Mount Rushmore.
What would be your local?
What would be
Mount
your
Rushmore?
local Mount Rushmore?
And when we say local, for those of you watching, it's Reno local.
Just Reno local.
Okay,
Reno Sparks.
Okay,
Reno
okay.
Sparks.
For me, definitely you guys lead a section.
I don't know the name, but it's
then,
okay. Just you guys.
And then Deplete for me.
Deplete,
definitely.
absolutely. We gotta have them
from
on
the
the
ruins.
show.
Yeah.
And the fourth one, it has to be Alice in Chain
Oh yeah.
cover. Yeah,
Tribute
That's-
band. Tribute.
yeah.
Tribute.
Okay, so Lethal Inception,
Lethal
Yep.
Inception.
Deplete.
Deplete
From the ruins.
from the ruins,
yeah,
and Alice in Chains.
yeah.
House and Chains. Scott,
Shit.
you gotta get the
Some
fuck
great
out
bands.
of
There.
here.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. You're in all.
That's the whole reason why they're talking.
You're
Gotta
in
get out of
3
the
of
circle.
4. What the
3
fuck?
out of 4. Yeah.
Shit. I'm doing good.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you love you so much. Are you
I'm gonna be
rat?
on your show.
Are you rat? You want us to open for you?
It's been a fucking common theme, hasn't it?
Dude, Jesus. Yeah, he's gonna take my place
All right.
eventually. Here.
What's your local Mount
Oh,
Rushmore?
man. Again, so many.
Karin.
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 Oh,
Great,
love
great,
Karin.
great.
Karin
Yes.
Great.
kicks ass.
Yep.
Deplete.
Deplete.
Awesome. Justice. Now,
Justice.
really
Yeah.
digging
they're all-
Justice,
they're
and
all
I've only
there.
seen them
Yep.
one time, and man, they kind of really won me over.
I like him.
Yeah, I like them. And guess I can't say any of mine.
No, you can't. Fuck you, because I'm probably most
Yeah.
of those too.
Oh shit! And man, you know what? I'd never mute.
Hey,
Ooh,
I like
yeah.
fucking-
An oldie, but
Oldie,
goodie.
Yeah, I liked fucking
oldie,
never
yeah.
never
Oldie
mute
but
was
goodie.
badass.
We do 10-year hiatus. This is no one
We
never
come
has been
out-
around
we
since
come out
really
every
like the
decade.
beginning of time.
Since Robert was like 3.
Yeah. It was- yeah.
You have
And
to,
that's how you
have
talk
to have
about
your,
different
your
fucking
life
members
then
of that.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man.
Lincoln
All right.
Skins.
So,
Lincoln Skins.
okay,
Lincoln
before
Skins
I'll
kinda
do my
got me into
Mount
punk.
Rushmore and my local one, but you got to do your local one. What's your local Mount Rushmore?
You want to do mine first?
Yes,
All right. So Justice is on there.
Justice.
Justice is on
Yeah,
there.
They're great.
I'm gonna go. Shit. Can I go back to bands that don't exist anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a local band.
13 Steps.
Ooh. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
none of you know that
Yeah.
because they're not around. 12 Gauge Facelift.
12 gauge was badass.
Shit, what's my last one? Oh, Fervence. Dude, Fervence is definitely on
Fervence.
anything
They're
really
good, yeah.
fucking Trent does is on my
Yeah.
faves.
I agree.
That guy's a fucking genius.
He's a great,
he's-
great
he is.
musician.
That guy's a fucking genius. And Josh, both of them.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
any of them were working
Yeah.
together.
Okay. All right. You wanted it. You got it, Zsolt. All right. So, all right. My Mount Rushmore, and that's of right now, and I know there's 2 for sure that are consistent with the last one I did. AFI, and the reason AFI is because of the punk, and how would that, that was my first show I ever saw, and I still continue to follow them because it reminds me of my sister Allison. Allison. God, AFI. Every time I think of AFI, I think of you. But AFI, Parkway Drive.
Ooh, that's
Parkway Drive is such a heavy, and it was a bunch of surfer dudes that just were like, let's play hardcore
that
music.
couldn't make it
and
into
just,
the Beach Boys.
honestly, they are so good at what they do, and they have made their way from just being a local band to being on the walking tour.
Yeah.
To make it to that stage,
They're Florida. That's their home.
Australia.
Oh no shit.
They're from Australia.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm definitely.
I think they're Melbourne, Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Die Art is Murder is also.
Oh, the Die Art is Murder is a good one.
fucking
But so AFI, Parkway Drive, Kill Switch Engage. And the reason for that is because Kill Switch Engage really made me want to do vocals. Yes, no, but Jesse Leach and Howard Jones combined made me want.
I was like, which
both
vocalist, though?
made me want to do vocals.
They're both fucking really
They're
good.
my inspiration.
Both really good.
And the hard part is like finding, because there's so many old, like because Ozzy has molded me. Fucking Metallica has really done a lot for me. And it's
Ozzy.
so hard to find. No, I'm saying Ozzy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm listening, asshole.
All right, okay, yeah.
No, but Ozzy has really done a lot for me in inspiration. But Metallica has too. But I got to give that fourth spot. That fourth spot has to go. Huh, who?
To Cindy.
Cindy Lauper.
Who the fuck is Cindy? Where are you going?
No,
on
not
this?
Cindy Lauper.
Oh, come on, why not?
No, I'm
Britney Spears?
She's my
No.
fifth. She's my fifth. She's right on the tail end. She's like the toe.
No.
She's like my pinky toe at the Mount Rushmore out here.
If you had like a second pinky
If I had a
toe,
pinky
yeah,
toe,
maybe.
yeah.
You have one. You mean a second one?
Do we have 5? It's only 4.
Okay, so
Got 5 toes. How many
so my
fucking
fourth-
toes do you have?
I know.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about 1 foot. Fuck off. Continue. Sorry.
Fucking math.
So and this is one that I know I didn't mention on the last one was Tool.
I thought you were gonna say
Tool
NSYNC.
I grew up with because Maynard was the reason that I wanted to get into lyrics and lyricism.
Dude, he is amazing. And it doesn't
there's-
matter what fucking project he is in. It really is. If it's, a Perfect Circle, Pussifer, or Tool.
Yes.
Like, the guy just nails it on
I
every
agree.
single aspect. It's
So
unreal.
right there, AFI, Kill Switch Engage, Parkway Drive, and Tool.
Well,
I
I'm
think
putting Tool on
definitely
there
have to
on
be-
mine too. I'm gonna.
That's my Mount Rushmore. And will it change? Probably. And the reason is because
it's always
I'm gonna think and be like, oh, no, actually they take precedent.
Well,
over
it's
another,
hard to
but
put on
I know,
a solid
I know.
4. You can't really do a.
Well,
Yeah, you
local.
can't,
Okay,
yeah,
local. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right, let's see your
Hypnotic Death.
Ooh, I forgot.
Hypnotic Death.
I know you
forgot
did.
about them
You
too. See,
all
that's
did,
why I said-
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I know.
Hypnotic Death.
But
Yeah,
Hypnotic
I
Death.
I need a
Those
fucking
guys not only are they the coolest fucking dudes
so
on the
laid
planet.
back.
Yeah, you're right.
Coolest
They're
fucking-
the
You're right,
coolest
yeah,
people on the
definitely.
planet.
Definitely right.
Dude, I love watching
Hypnotic
Jay
Death.
Drum.
Dude, he's
Watching.
I mean, he's amazing.
Jason is an incredible
He
dude.
has that
man.
stage
Incredible-
presence. That's
yes.
almost like a frontman's
Yeah.
He
persona,
does,
but
yes.
he's playing the drums.
And
like,
Will
I don't
up
have
front, dude, that guy is
Yeah.
phenomenal
that.
at what
Dude,
he
he's
does.
amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
So Hypnotic Death
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah,
definitely
Yeah,
on
that's
that list.
yeah.
I
You're
definitely I gotta put it out there because they're not playing anymore, but Dark Carnival.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Carnival.
Because that
That's
was
what
my
blew my
first-
mind when I started playing
That
with
was one of my
Signing.
first local bands I ever saw.
And mine too
My-
as
and
well.
I was
My
like, oh god, those
my
guys are so
my
good.
very first show here in Reno with Determined,
Was
it
with Dark
was
Carnival.
with Dark Carnival.
I
It,
know.
I never forget that. Yeah,
Tim-
I did.
Yeah,
Tim is a
Tim,
monster.
yeah,
it was-
Tim.
He's a
For
fucking
me,
monster
that was
bass
so
player,
cool
man.
to know that Tim was part of that project, to sit him right where you're sitting and be like,
I knew that.
I
and when
can't
you
believe
just
you were
imagine
part of
playing
that
in a
band.
band
You know,
with
like
him.
that's
Dude, you were the one behind the mask.
the whole time. I know.
Yeah.
So
It was him and I.
shout out to Tim. But yeah, so Dark Carnival, Hypnotic Death.
Yes.
Love those guys
Yes.
to death. Works together. But I also got to give it up to Levitz because when I grew up as a kid, I never knew that they just lived a couple blocks down from me. And those guys, like, I remember growing up in middle school, high school, and hearing a friend of mine who loved them. And I never knew who they were until they played their CD, their little EP, their tape deck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
these guys are great. And they're like, yeah, they're local. I'm like, what?
No, they're not.
And I'm like, no, wait.
Go fuck
And
yourself.
to know that those guys came from here, that's great. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And 7 seconds.
Ooh.
I got stories about 7 seconds.
I love
Dude,
those guys.
let's hear the story about 7 Seconds.
They
with
used
you.
to out in Dayton.
Dayton?
In Dayton, yeah.
In the
Dayton.
sticks.
My first wife, she was a little short. She was like 4'9", tiny, like Tammy size.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, okay.
Tammy, another awesome bass player.
Another amazing bass player. Big
But,
Heart's the Big Heart.
She
But
needs to be on the
I
show.
met them
Yeah,
dudes
she'll be on here.
through her because she was punk. You know, she was like hardcore street kid punk.
Right.
She was my friend, and the only reason why we got married actually.
She
we
had
were,
a
we were
mohawk.
great friends. She had a purple mohawk.
Yes, that's
Purple
what I'm saying.
Purple
Ray
mohawk.
with
See?
the perp
Purple
mohawk.
mohawk, and but we were great friends. Great. I mean, she was just badass, and I'd gotten into some trouble, and
Let's get married, babe.
yeah, my PO did not want me ever seeing her again, so I'm like, well, fuck this dude.
fuck
I'll just
you.
we'll just get married, and that'll take care of that whole problem, right?
What do you mean I can't see my wife?
Yeah.
You know where we're at? Reno.
Yeah.
There's drive-through divorces. We're good.
First time I ever saw somebody get his head shaved when he passed out. That was at one of their parties, and it was like, man, that note to self: never pass out at a party.
7 seconds.
No.
So that's your 7 seconds, and so they shaved the guy's head.
Oh man, it was,
Did they know?
Okay, cheers.
yeah.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
To shave. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday again.
Let's shave your head, Schulte.
Don't fall asleep.
Do
No,
me.
You know, I never do that. I never fucking. Yeah.
You never pass out
last night?
unless it's 2 a.m.
Hey.
and then I pass out.
There's a rule. You don't pass out with your shoes on. Okay? You can pass out. Just don't pass out with
Yeah.
your shoes on. Because then that means you are susceptible to whatever happens.
Die with your boots on if you're gonna die.
That's right.
Yeah, another Iron Maiden reference.
That's right.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I only pass out in my room and I close the fucking door at the party.
And he
And you
locks
lock
it.
it.
He locks it.
I
Because we
always-
body
I
slammed him a
always
couple
lock-
times.
yeah.
in
I
there.
always lock the door. I'm
Yeah.
smart enough to fucking do this.
Yeah, well-
I know. Never fucking pass out on the couch middle of the party.
Yeah.
No fucking way, because you're gonna woke up weird. You're gonna look fucking weird.
No,
We're
you're gonna
lucky
be
that
fucking
TV
hurting because I did that and Scott fucking body slammed me like he was fucking the Undertaker.
Yeah,
and
I
remember
I
that,
couldn't
yeah.
breathe for
I
fucking like
remember
2
that.
Are you really into wrestling? Because I feel
No,
like
he
that's
is.
not just a thing with him. You've done that to me.
I just
too.
like
Oh, he also
suplexing.
did it. I remember I did it to Jolt. He was like, "Let's go."
He
body
did that to
slam
me a
fucking
couple of
Jolty.
times. That's why I
in
closed
bed,
my
he's,
door
like,
from
sleeping,
that. Yeah,
and
that's why I
Scott just
fucking
fucking
closed my
pile
door.
drives him. And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna join in too." So I just pile drive on top of both of them. How you feeling now, Jolty? You ready to wake up?
Yeah. Don't get atomic drop, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because when we
When did you get fucking
oh
pile
god
drive?
it was we were watching the Tyson it was Tyson and the Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I have that on film
Yes.
actually too as well. Not your pile drive, but I have us fucking.
we went over to Scott's house to watch
Yeah,
the fight.
Yeah.
And
That sounds
um,
all right.
No, you
And
guys were
it was
fucking
funny
for sure.
because I was getting I got pretty lit and I was having a good time, and the lady left. She took the kids home because it was kind of a family affair. We did our thing. We barbecued. We had a good time, and she took the kids home, and I was like, and I'm like losing it. I'm like starting to kind of like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty buzzed.
Let's
And
get
I'm
the
starting
130 in
like-
ya.
I was starting to zone out, and out of nowhere, I see Scott in midair going elbow up, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna hurt.
son of a
and he
bitch.
just wham, and just landed on me.
Yeah, did
and
he knock the wind out of you? Because he knocked
Oh
the wind
my
out of me. I
God.
was fucking not ready for
I think I
this shit.
shit my pants. Honestly, I think I did.
You just
but-
rub it in. It's all right. Febreze that shit.
Yeah,
that's all right.
that's all you
It'll
need.
itch after a while, but
Yeah, yeah.
just
Starts to stick to the butt hairs, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shave them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I seriously think you have a very thick wrestling background.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Oh
This
man.
is a pent up aggression, actually. Tim's like that too. Tim's the most aggressive person on our band.
Oh
actually.
yeah.
Not a lot of people know that because he's
In cyanate.
Yeah, so in signing. Yeah, so when he's out in the public, he's very sweet and he'll get you flowers.
Very
and
nice
stuff.
dude.
Gets
Yeah.
around all of us though, man, and he's like, yeah, brutal.
Yeah, he's brutal.
Insane.
Rachel,
Brutal.
Rachel says Scott broke the couch once.
Once, just once.
Just one.
I do
I
have
swear
a,
to God, he's
yeah.
broken that thing more than once.
I
because
guess
was
that I
sleeping
guess
on
that is a
fucking
thing
couch.
with me. I guess I do suplex a lot.
Yeah, you
of
do.
people.
Mike, you're fucking next. I think you're the only one who hasn't been fucking
You haven't
suplexed.
gotten one.
Don't
yet.
make
You're
me
next.
come.
You're lucky when we had the fucking pig fest and you were in your van. You're
Oh
lucky.
yeah, no, seriously, you were very
When
lucky.
he was wrestling with the goddamn canopy that he said he was wrestling
That was the
with.
thing, man. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, he was about
Okay.
to super. He was just getting ready. He was warmed up.
We talked about that. We talked about the
I would
night
love to get into that.
you fucked up. Well, no, you didn't fuck up. You were wrestling with the wind.
Mother Nature was battling me.
So we played the
That's what
pig
he
roast.
said. Nobody saw that.
Yes.
No, I did in the morning when he's like, "Where the fuck is everybody?" He's all pissed off.
Yeah,
Shit's like twisted, like goddamn.
we
crazy.
we saw the fucking damage in the morning, but nobody saw him fucking wrestling with the fucking thing
No, we were
in
all
the
fucking-
fucking wind.
Yeah, nobody
You
was
know,
there to feel my pain.
No.
No, I was in the morning.
So we, all of us in this room, were at the pig roast. We all camped in
That
the
was a good
same
fucking
area.
time, too.
Okay. Now
Pig
we
roast.
all woke up the next morning. Okay, and the
destroyed.
easy up that you had behind the trailer and everything.
It was also an
demolished.
easy down.
Okay.
Yeah, it was easy done
Yes, it
in
was.
the wind.
It was also an easy down.
Scott, what was your side of that story?
Yeah, I want to see because
Okay.
what was your side?
So
I was.
whether it be the place that we were parked, I don't know. There must have been a vortex. It came
Yeah,
into
but-
our place because nobody else's place.
Just
like,
just
really
our
got
place
destroyed.
because the neighbors, everybody's
Right.
out fucking tented was fine.
Yeah,
only,
yeah.
Right.
only that fucking
Have
one
you seen
spot.
Twister? Yeah, when they wrap themselves around the pole, that's what happened. Just in that spot, and just when Scott was up.
That shit
with a leather
happens.
belt.
That shit happens. You see a
He
tornado,
wrapped
it takes
himself
out
around
one
that-
trailer, it don't take out another one. They're
You know
perfectly
what was
fine.
funny
You
though
know?
is the
You know?
table was fine and everything else was fine. The canopy was the only thing that was fucked up. Okay, I don't understand that. Okay.
Well, you know why?
You know what?
Because
It
some
was a fucking mystery.
jackknockers all tied all of these things down to all of the tables and everything. So as soon as the wind picked up, it was literally picking up everything. Tables, everything was going. I mean, that shit was going crazy. I was going batshit fucking nuts.
Yeah, no.
Trying to get people, help me.
Yeah.
And like Tammy and Jim are
I think I
sleeping
told
in
you
the
to shut
trailer
up like
right
4 or
there
5
that everything
times.
is like tied
Happening
to.
to.
And I'm like, hey, come on, and the shit is, and finally, I just had to take it down.
What
You know, I couldn't hold on to it anymore, man. I
what
was gonna
time?
fucking be like,
What
40
time was
and
this?
fucking go.
Because
you know?
it was literally,
gonna
it was
be-
had to
it
be
was
like
bad.
4 or 5 in the morning,
Yeah,
dude.
what
3 or
time was
4 or
Yeah,
5.
oh shit, I don't
If
know.
you had
It
to
was-
put a
The
time,
sun wasn't up. I'm gonna guess.
no.
Yeah,
It wasn't- the sun was not up because
Nobody
when the
could
sun
see
was
that
up,
shit fucking whipping around
Yeah.
in the goddamn middle of the day.
Yeah, no, and I know it looked really bad.
Yeah, no, it
When
did.
y'all woke up, and our camp is the only one that is destroyed. Not, but shit was real, man.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I remember in the morning when everybody fucking woke up. The first thing, the first question everybody asked,
Where's breakfast?
what you did here last night?
What did you
what
do?
So everybody was like what you did, and he was like it was
No,
the fucking-
Scott's face. That's
wasn't
I
me.
can
It was a
picture
fucking
Scott's
me. It
face
was a
because
me.
every time when I woke up and I pulled out because I was the first one out. I was like, Scott, what'd you do? And it was like, dude. Dude, that's all he could say. Dude, come on. Like, look, dude, nobody fucking helped. Fucking Jim, fucking everybody's passed out.
I was
here.
alone.
It was just him, and he was fucking so devastated. Nobody fucking came out.
I was very hurt.
Rachel tells me, 'cause when I finally woke up out of the trailer, I walked over and we're all hands on our hips and we're looking at the desolation of your easy up. And I'm like, what happened? And she goes, all I know is that when he crawled into the air mattress, I woke up a little bit and he was face to face with me and he said, the camp's gonna be mad at me. So I'm assuming you had a struggle. And you
The struggle
tried.
was real, man. It was real. Mother Nature is a motherfucker.
I think a testament to our night that Friday night was the fact that we all got pretty fucking lit.
God
because
damn.
we all were within
You know what?
easily a
Hey.
20-foot radius of each
know what?
other.
I didn't hear
and
shit.
I didn't hear shit. And you're out there screaming like,
You're in the fortress.
Oh yeah, you're
Ryan's over here in
You're
King
like little
Fortress,
castle.
yeah.
You
I got my
you
castle.
drove up
Yeah.
and you're little. Ooh,
Yeah, check
look
this
at-
fucking
yeah,
trailer out
yeah,
there.
Fuck.
hey, shout out to Greg and Gina Gatz. You killed it and made my life so much better.
And made all the rest of
And
us
made
live
mine a
living
living hell.
So thank you very much.
Greg and Gina Katz, thank you so much for
Yeah.
your trailer that weekend.
Yeah, and next time don't give it to him because I want him to experience what I had to go through.
Feel
I
the
don't
pain.
even want him to have a fucking tent. He needs
Yeah.
to sleep out on the fucking
Yeah.
goddamn floor with a goddamn beanbag. That's it. That's
Dude,
all.
that night I fucking
You know what?
I walked up in flip flops. Remember the top of that mountain
Yeah.
where that tower was, right?
Yep.
I walked up. I was out. I was ripped, right? I walked up to the top of that tower, and I swear to God, I was like seeing.
You knew what was gonna happen. You already seen it.
I saw every satellite in the sky. I was watching the things communicate with satellites. I was like tripping. I'm like, oh my God. That was a precursor of what might happen.
Yeah.
You know what?
So yeah, I don't know. You know,
Scott,
You were like, this
We should-
canopy's going up to the satellites, and you helped it. That's what happened. You were like, this.
Maybe
is
they
just
wanted it.
trying
Maybe
to go to
yeah,
the satellites,
maybe
and that's what
something.
happened. You were trying to help
we
it
should
up
make
there.
we should made a song out of that fucking whole thing. We should have a song. We should fucking wrote a song.
It is. It's called "I'm About to Break."
oh man.
Easy up, down.
So another
Easy up,
thing
down.
another thing that totally helped in that situation was one of those easy ups, right? Was broken, right? It was
already
not,
had it.
was
it
fucking-
already was fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And then it was tied to a good one and tied to things that you would
There was two of them.
yeah, they were
Yeah.
tied together.
I think
and
they were all
then-
they
and
were all
then
tied to the
they
car
were
too.
anchored
Yeah, to the car.
right to
Or to my car.
chairs.
No, they were to my
your car. Yeah, your car. I couldn't get in your
'Cause I
car.
was like,
That
"Where's
was
the
one of the
canopy,
other
bro?"
things. I couldn't. Your car is
tucked under
fucking
the fucking
locked.
car.
Your car is locked. I had to tuck everything underneath the car because it would have blown away. Right?
No,
Because
it
was
wouldn't have
so
blown
brutal.
away. It was tied to the car.
Well,
Literally,
it would have
fucking
been like
wrapped in
it
the
might have took your
door.
car away. The shit was so brutal that night. It might have took your car away too. You never know. Yeah, you guys don't. You guys
It was
don't
an
know because you
F5.
weren't
Clearly an
available
F5.
for me
This
there.
is an F5 series. Losers. Move
No,
on.
but yeah, that was another thing. So it was in Robert like ties it to his car, whoop, puts it in the door, slams the door, locks the door. I
No,
can't
no,
get
the
this-
door's broken. It's not locked. It's broken. It doesn't open.
And so everything else is like anchored to tables. and chair stuff that has no weight, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
And
no
then it's
sandbags.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's
nothing,
like, and shit is just coming up. I mean, and no stakes.
Oh my
no
God, I
nothing.
wish we had
mean,
night
stuff
vision
was
goggles.
Oh God, I
Oh,
wish we had
it
a
was-
camera
I would have
on
just
that.
sat on that hill that you were watching the satellite shit going like Fox on this one. This is great. This is better than
brutal.
Oprah. I ain't gonna watch this
that
shit.
that was a brutal night.
And you guys got to finish that night, right? On Friday night at the Pig Roast. Were you
Yeah.
guys the last ones to play on
Was
Friday
that,
night?
Were we?
No.
I don't know because
No, we
I
played
was
the night before and there was still one night.
Yeah, 'cause I was
supposed to play
doing-
guitar. And when I didn't play guitar.
yeah because I was doing sound that night. Remember I was
No,
I
Friday
had to
night.
do the,
No.
So
the sound of that night.
No,
was
No,
it?
Friday night we played.
No, we played Saturday.
no,
Oh, that's right.
no,
Yeah,
he,
we played
no, he's like
Saturday.
Friday night. You
yeah,
guys
we
were
were-
the
we were
end.
Friday
cycle
night
played
reverse was
Friday night, and,
Friday night,
and actually we have a
was
really
a Friday?
fucking
It was the
we have
same
a
Friday,
really
'cause
fucking
it
good
was
show.
right-
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you guys played Friday night and then
Yeah.
we played Saturday.
Yeah, we played Friday night, and we have a good fucking show. I remember we are really fucking
Yeah,
wasted.
yeah.
But we did really fucking good. We have a really fucking good show.
Let's end this
It
shit.
sounds really.
I
fucking
stayed
good.
wasted.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, I
too.
like stayed wasted that whole weekend.
That
I
whole
was
fucking weekend was
it
like
was
a
really
waste.
that was an awesome weekend, man. That was a great
I
thing
think
that
that was it. I was introduced to Bullet Riot on
those
that.
guys
Mr.
that
Ryan
pig the
fucking
Pig
on that.
Fest, man. The Pig Fest is such an awesome
Yeah, that's a.
that is an awesome
thanks
thing,
to
man.
Jason
And that was
on
the
that one, too, as
yeah, that
well,
was the
dude.
first time
Oh,
that they
Not
had
a
moved
Death,
it from
dude.
Jason's house.
Which was awesome. Dude, I like that place too.
Oh, man, that was so
I'm sure his
good.
neighbors didn't like it too much, but
The only
Big Fest
thing
had
was
grown.
socks the fucking wind.
oh no, dude,
Yeah.
the
wind sucked.
Yeah, the wind was fucking
The layer
sucked.
of dust I had, it was like almost like your wedding. Like where I couldn't close the fucking door and I had the
Right.
big old air mattress and I got mud. My wife's like, "What the fuck are you?" I was like, "Babe, I couldn't fucking close the door."
Couldn't do it, man.
Dude, like,
Right. So now you feel my pain a little bit of it.
oh, yeah, no, I did.
There was the fucking
No, I
shit
had
going
pain.
on. I'm
The
telling
pain was like I was fucking like seriously like like breaststroking through a fucking sand pool.
you. Yeah.
That was it.
Ah.
And so when I woke up and I dusted all the sand off of me because I literally had it in my hair. I had dreadlocks when I walked out. It was crazy. I was there, and you were the only one out there going, "Dude, your fucking face." Your face killed me every time I could picture it every time I walked out of the tent and you're like, I don't fucking know. I don't know, dude. Nobody fucking helped me. I was out here. I was like, dude, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. What's for breakfast? You got egg going? Oh yeah, you got a disaster. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But are we having eggs?
Are we? What about the
bacon?
breakfast?
Like, what's going on here? You're like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm about to throw punch you.
And I did end up cooking breakfast. Though, I think.
I know, yeah, it was good breakfast too.
it was good breakfast.
I think I helped you actually, because I was the only one fucking up at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
We're like,
yeah.
let's cook some fucking eggs. This thing's a disaster. We
I'll
can't
be
build
back.
it. No, let's end this shit.
I'll be
Hey,
back.
sit down. We're gonna end it right now. What time we got?
Wait, because we're at 2.
Let's go. We're at 2.
All
We're gonna
right.
end it. All right, we'll do a second if we need to.
We're good.
You gonna do the outro? You want me to do the outro?
You do the outro, sweetheart.
Do I do the outro?
Yeah.
All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Dark Figures podcast.
Thank you.
We got stickers on the way.
Yes.
We just ordered them. So you'll probably see those around town. Probably a lot on the urinals.
Oh, where's
That seems to be where people are putting stickers nowadays.
koozies?
Oh, we also have koozies.
Koozies.
This is just guess. So if you want to be part of this and you want to get a koozie, this is a little gift.
It's a perk.
Something.
It's a perk.
Thanks, Megan.
Yeah,
Megan,
Megan,
you made that
thank you,
happen.
Megan.
Thank you,
Megan's
baby.
awesome.
Thank you, Megan, for getting that happening. Yeah, if you want to be on this podcast, please let us know. We'll get you on here, and we would love to talk to you. And remember to follow us on all the streams. So Twitch, YouTube,
Twitter.
We're also on Twitter,
Facebook.
at
Spotify.
iTunes, all
Hit
that.
us up.
Hit us up. Let's get out of this realm where Scotty is on every single episode. And we can venture out a little bit more. And everybody have a great night. Bye.
Thank you, guys.